Hey everybody, welcome back to the Council of Reeds. I'm Dylan, here with Jason,
Gak.
Nitin,
Hello.
Fomi,
Hey.
and Dave.
Thank you for your movie choice, Dylan.
No worries. It's all
Good
good.
jumping the gun, man.
Yeah, you took me off guard there. I didn't know what to say. A bit early.
You'd never seen it?
I have, but really just the cinema hype bit.
Fair enough.
Best bits?
Yeah, we can recommend some other movies then if that's the case.
Yeah.
Alrighty, our featured comics this week. Variants, number 1,
Jessica Jones?
Jessica Jones.
Is that
And
the regular cover or the variant?
This is the regular cover
okay.
of the variants.
you're going to make my brain explode in a second. And
Well, on the standard system, I had to write the variants, because otherwise, just variants gonna...
because I wrote... I know I wouldn't really mess anything up.
No, but I just, like,
yeah, first couple times I wrote it down on people's standing orders as just variant.
Yeah, you can't.
And then I'm like, what?
Yeah, variant
Oh,
of what?
okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes, yes.
No, if people ask for a variant, just tell them that comic.
Okay.
For anything.
And public domain number 1.
Excellent book.
It's great. We've also got some reveals from Wakanda Forever. Talk about potential
Spoilers!
spoilery. Trailer for new Super Sons animated movie.
Looks good.
A potential plot leak from Kraven the Hunter. I can't wait to
really?
read to you guys.
Ooh, Navy SEAL.
Yeah. I was talking to Jason about this
Cool,
earlier.
cool.
Okay, and my film flashback for this week, from Dusk till Dawn. The Boys, episode 7.
Tabby cat, tabby cat, tabby cat.
And Ms. Marvel, episode 4.
Oh, yes. I forgot to watch it.
Sure.
Oh, man. I knew it. Oh, dude.
Alright, well, before we get started with comics again, I got another dodgy toy.
Another dodgy toy!
Yeah, so
Is it a
week-
dodgy Venom?
What a shock, hey.
Oh.
Well, I don't know, it is. But when you see what it actually... When you see
No
what it
peeking.
actually
Packaging
is,
already
is
is
amazing.
scratching,
Yeah.
head scratching?
So, I don't. I don't want to take it out, but I do also need to take it out because, like, we'll see some of the dodginess, but we're not going to actually be able to experience all the dodginess because it needs batteries. 'Cause I don't know what it's going to say. So we'll start off with the start. Dylan will take some shots. So it's an
Yes.
Avengers Union Legend.
Union Legend?
And it's,
Yeah,
and it's the Endgame logo.
You're correct. In the Titan Hero series, which they're just usually the straight standing plastic, and this is a weird rubbery. Anyway,
From Higher One Comics.
oh yes, Higher One Comics and the Marvel logo. Thank you. I didn't pick that one up, and that's everywhere. So it is battery powered. There is a little button here, so it does say something. The first thing, the first thing that I loved about this when it came was the head actually goes over the top of the box. So when you look at it from the back,
Busted out.
it's actually busting out. It doesn't fit. The box isn't big enough for the toy that they put in here.
That's great.
His hands are always in the Spider-Man pose.
Okay.
But Venom actually, if you really want to get in specifics, Venom doesn't need to do that pose because
It comes out of the top of his hand.
this is literally just a repainted Spider-Man toy. The facial paintings on it are just spectacular. The actual Venom face is just, we'll then do a couple of close-ups.
Have you seen that concept art Spider-Man 3 of Venom? I'm not the concept. It was like I think it was an early costume where he had a really small mouth.
Yes.
You've seen
Yes.
that, right? That's what it looks like.
So then, I think one of the best parts about this is when we get to the back. And we have a awesome, again, I'm guessing Endgame Infinity War splash on the back with all the different Avengers. But the Avengers choices were like Spidey, Thor, Hulk, Cap, but then Captain Marvel and Rocket Raccoon. And Venom superimposed over the back of them.
Yeah, I remember.
You remember that? Yeah,
he was in the
that Wakandan fight
The
scene.
Thor came down
And then the other available people to get are Spider-Man, Thanos, Iron Man, and Cap. And which, can't be seen here. So, yeah,
Thanos.
a bit of a...
Wow.
Thanos, a true hero.
But yeah, I think we... But then on one side, if you flip it over,
That mouth and eyes
Yeah.
are excellent.
it hasn't even got Venom. It's just got Spider-Man on this side of the packaging.
But on the other side of the packaging,
It's Venom.
there's a picture of Venom.
Yeah, but and it's a completely different pictures that have used, like, the style. It's
They just Google image.
exactly right. It's amazing.
I don't think it says anything. I reckon it lights up.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a light. Yeah.
I reckon.
Oh, no, but it says their speaker.
If-
No, I understand that, but, like, if it...
Yeah.
I don't know.
It'll be like a...
It's just a loud light.
Yeah.
A loud light.
No, it looks like
My
there's a
dog
speaker
would start
in there.
running around in circles.
No, but I'll be like a...
It looks like
Like,
there's
it
a
won't
speaker
be
in
like a...
Well, because there's a little audio
Voice
thing next to the
phrases.
battery at the top
Yeah, yeah.
on the
And
box.
that looks like a speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
We'll see.
Also, yeah, this is like the Iron Spider from the movie.
Yes.
That they just
Repainted.
Painted black.
Repurposed, thank you.
yeah.
And didn't find a box big enough.
Gotta make the most of your molds.
Gonna say, don't ask me.
That's great.
Just a good.
Yeah. Let's go make cookies for the boys.
This is beautiful.
when the Spider-Man speaks about
You can't open
Spanish.
that.
I know, that's the problem.
Because the packaging is part of the story.
That's it.
Just like cram it back in, just glue him back in after.
Well, it's the...
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just a Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Just Spider-Man.
But that head is sensational, yeah.
Wait, where did I
Anyway, we'll do some close-up. Dylan will show some close-up, so...
Yes.
Sorry for your audio listeners, but I had to indulge because after last week I found a couple of others, so we'll see how much longer we can
We'll put
keep this shit show going.
we'll put the pictures on Instagram and Facebook
Yeah,
for
nice.
you listeners. So if
Yes.
you want to check it out, head to our socials.
It looks like a knockoff lucha mask with like mesh over the mouth.
Yes.
I got one of those. I think I know someone that gave me one of those. From this podcast.
Really want to know if it says stuff.
You get it from. You can buy two
You
now.
got to do
Yeah,
it
buy
sometime.
another one.
You gotta buy
another
two
one.
now from
Well,
me.
man, I bought that years ago. I'll say.
I'm sure you.
Oh, yeah. Just
I was
Having a sniff,
eBay
Jace?
special.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll give it a
so-
sniff.
You might want to get a new one.
I
He's
think it
sniffing.
came from Wuhan, so I don't know.
What's it smell like? It smell like good plastic.
It smells a bit rubbery.
Yeah, that's it. It's got a rubbery context as opposed to
Yeah,
what
it
the
feels
Titan.
weird.
That Titan series is like a hard plastic. Where
It's not rubber, but I don't know.
it's got that.
It feels like a basketball.
Yeah, it does a bit. It's all the dimples.
Okay, before Jason gets high on bootleg Chinese Venom,
Charging for it.
let's get into comic books.
Alrighty, first up, variants number 1. I already showed you this, but whatever. I don't need to look at it. I read it. So this is a Jessica Jones book. It's written by
Gail
Gail
Simone.
Simone, I do believe. Yes.
Yep. Gail Simone.
And I can't remember who drew it. But it's just starts off with.
Phil Noto.
That's right. It's rubbish.
Sorry,
I enjoyed the book besides the Phil Notoness. So it's Jessica Jones. She's tried to give up coffee.
She's getting
just
married.
yeah, but she's just moping around pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
The issue. But then there's sometimes we're seeing other Jessicas, right? I don't think it's always the real Jessica
Oh, okay.
because the book's about spoilers about multiple Jessica Jones.
That's why it's called the
Yeah,
variant.
well, you're saying the one,
cover.
Yes.
the one like getting like makeup and the one in
Yeah.
the courtroom are different.
Yeah, I reckon potentially.
Oh.
Because yeah, she goes to, Jessica anyway, whether it's the same one or not one, she goes to, like the makeup desk at Grace Brothers. Or as
Grace Brothers.
Yeah.
Dylan always
Date
asks it
yourself,
when I
man.
call it that. Yeah, and
Grace Brothers.
yeah, she's getting lipstick for the first time. The chick's all excited to help her
Yeah.
out.
She's got some pants from Fossies.
Fossies.
I went there.
Dylan has no.
I
idea
know
what that is.
Fosse. No, I don't
No,
know.
you don't.
No.
Go
Um,
some black and gold.
and
from
at the
Franklin's.
end, there's a big final
Franklin's.
reveal of a different alternate.
Yeah.
The big one, I guess, which makes no sense.
Oh, it would be if you were controlled by Purple Man, maybe. Or I don't know.
We've seen what happens when she's controlled by Purple Man.
Yeah, but like,
Everybody enjoys it.
then what? I don't know. Because then the courtroom scene's sort of useless. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's got to be somewhat related to.
Yeah, I don't know. It was interesting, but at the same time, not the most exciting first issue because it's just. But that's what
Yeah.
Jessica Jones books are. They're just talkie books. Very rarely do you get any action.
The master of the talkie.
Well, it
Bendis.
was
Bendis.
created by Bendis.
100%.
So, yeah.
And it was excellent. The original Alias book is. And I had people talk shit about Bendis, but that first Alias book was fantastic, especially the Purple Man arc. It was one of the most messed up things I ever read ever.
And that city and that stuff.
Hmm?
The Bagley art
Yeah.
and that little fella in his flashback.
Well, back in the day, Bendis was doing some great
Oh, he
stuff.
did, yeah.
All the Avengers and everything.
On fire, Daredevil.
Bloody oath, yeah.
Ultimate Spider-Man, Alias,
Yep.
New Avengers, Dark Avengers.
Yep.
He had a great
Excellent.
5-year
I love
run.
Dark Avengers.
I think sometimes people treat him a bit
So
unfairly.
damn good.
So good. It matched.
Yeah.
But if
He
you're
does
Jessica,
the best Wolverine, I reckon.
Ares. His
he's
Ares was awesome.
if you like Jessica Jones, check it out for sure. I don't want to give too much away. I guess I already did, but check it out.
It's
Yes.
the best Phil Noto I've seen though.
Yeah, because it's not so wishy-washy looking.
Yeah.
He's got inks, right?
Yeah, it's like I think it's
And
coloring.
coloured properly.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's the
yeah?
coloring.
Like it's a flat colouring, but at least like a full colouring, if that makes sense. Not,
no.
I didn't mind it.
not his pastel looking colouring.
Yeah, it's the colouring.
It looks good, actually.
Yeah, I think it looked alright.
It fits the mood.
There's highlights.
There's freaking inks in it. Needs more inks, though.
Of course. Well,
Get out
probably
your
real
Sharpie,
inks
Dylan.
would be good, not just press the ink button on the computer.
Oh, that's how it works.
Pretty sure.
I think it's a double click.
Oh, might be.
You probably got to...
Makes
Yes.
Todd McFarlane sound effects.
Yeah, that helps. And then it gets done a little bit quicker.
Alrighty. Dylan,
Yes?
you can tell us about this one since it's the only book you read all week.
Yeah, that is correct.
Did we all read this?
I read
Yeah,
this.
I did, yeah.
we all read it.
Yeah. Chip Zdarsky's public domain.
Excellent.
What's about?
It is about a family. You right there? Okay.
Press the cough button.
So, artist worked on this comic book character called the Domain, and you know, if you're into comic books, you kind of seen this situation in real life where you know, the character's really big movie sensation, and the creators aren't really.
But that's
getting-
not true. The writer is getting all
that's
the
true.
credit.
Yeah,
The-
that's
the
where-
artist.
Again, we've seen
This is-
yeah.
It's kind of got two elements. It's got a bit of that, but also a bit of Bob Kane, Bill Finger
Big time.
going on.
Big time.
Yeah.
That's where he's got the. Like,
Because
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
yeah, the writer is.
The
straight away.
Stan Marvel stuff and the Batman stuff mashed together,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Big time. And really well done. There's some good heart to it.
Yeah.
The fact that Chip's doing it all, the art's really cool because I haven't seen Chip do art in a little bit.
Oh, it's still not.
He's doing everything.
Oh, wow.
The
And
hero
he's doing
is
the
Dave.
lettering as well.
The
The
hero
book
in
starts
this is
on the
Dave.
inside cover.
Which that's
yeah.
Righteous did that.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, not Righteous.
Newburn.
Newburn, yes.
I think a few Mitchells might be
I reckon
saying
that's got to be book of the week for me, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
That was
Me too.
by default the two
That's
greatest
right.
words in English language. Yes.
Shout out to Dave and his gentle bus in the book. It's hilarious.
Dave.
That was-
They said my name.
It's my Dave. Spoilers, another one will happen later.
Yeah, it was great. Like, the difference between the two, like, the writer guy is just a complete knob.
He's all about the fame and
Yeah.
selling out the.
And the old artist guy,
He's just happy to see his work.
people enjoy
on the
his
movie.
stuff,
Yes.
right?
He's long after
He's
the
a wholesome
fame.
dad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
he's cool. And the sons, you think they're a bit dicks at the start, but they come together with something that happens at an interview, which is really
That French
That was
junkie
great.
bit was
I was like,
excellent.
excellent.
Oh, it was amazing.
really,
And, like-
really cool. There's a bit of inside
And then the
baseball
actors
stuff
like
as well.
the actors repeating the same thing. Oh, it's
Yes.
more than one
Yeah,
mythology.
when
One
they're-
Say
mythology.
mythology one more time.
at the red carpet. Yeah, it was really, really well done. And then
That little the twist like at the end, like the little
That was
like,
very interesting.
100%.
The PA girl,
Yeah.
her character was
Yeah.
cool.
Because we obviously didn't think it was, jumping on the back of crossover and everything like that, but wasn't sure what to expect. And from what he's brought out, it is excellent. I like the little the note to Substack at the start too.
Here we go. We're getting a phone call.
answer it.
Answer
Answer
it.
it.
We could be the second live
gotta do some
podcast
work.
after Tony Martin.
It's after hours. It's
Awesome.
ringing at 4:30 in the afternoon, people. It's Sunday.
If that's you, call back when we're open. There we go.
You tell him.
Oh, here comes my message thing.
They're already hung up. I don't want to hear your shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the next issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. Even just the little things like the fact that Domain's the name, the hero, which works as a hero and for what they're doing.
Yeah.
But like the movie's eminent domain and stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, oh man, this is
and
good
it's like
stuff.
no, he doesn't own the thing. The comic company owns whatever Singular Comics.
Yes,
they
yes.
own it. It's like their property. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like
Like in the first page, I love how he gets on the train, but like
It's surrounded him.
the speech of like the crazy guy on the train sort of goes off panel.
Like he's not
It's
really.
all-
yeah.
Yeah, just little touches like that.
Yeah.
I
No,
like
it's
as
a
well, you know.
Great comic. Very inside comic.
Well, you can tell it's a passion project.
Yeah.
The fact that he's literally doing everything
Yeah.
shows.
and like it's an inside book, but not as like inside as crossover.
No.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
still
you don't
accessible.
need to know all that
So
extra
it's
stuff
different.
around.
Is it different from crossover?
Oh, totally.
Oh, totally.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Like in terms of like
This is real. Crossover is
like four.
the murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, merging
Yeah.
of
Alright.
comic book.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
comic book.
This is more about the comic book business.
Yes.
Yeah, which is we were worried it was going to be similar to crossover, weren't we?
Well, because the first solicit was a bit vague and very.
Yeah. It was
But-
basically just the first chunk of the story.
Yeah.
Where, kind of knew there's an artist and he made a character and now there's movies and
Yes, yes.
you just assume he's, been kind of screwed over by them.
Yeah,
That's all we
writer-
kind of knew
that
about.
writer really is a piece of shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wrote it.
No, it was great.
Yeah, it was really good.
Highly recommend.
Yes. And it's a book that I reckon, even if you just watch the movies,
Yeah.
you read this book,
You
you're
get
going to
it.
get it
You
straight
get
away.
it, 100%.
Well-
Because you know what corporations are like, and
Yeah.
Oh,
You know the movies.
a lot of boys to it too. I thought, like
Yeah,
TV boys.
Well, not just that. The fact, like the little bit that she talks about, where I like the movies, but I prefer the books.
Yes.
Because you can go deeper in the books, and you find having the shop here, like with how popular the movies have been, the percentage of people coming across the books is very, very small, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
there is so much a bigger world. Even if you just come to these stories every now and again because the movies if you like this stuff, in these books it's tenfold.
Oh, for sure.
And it's so much more not extreme, so you don't have to expect gore and violence, everything like that, but just the level of storytelling
Oh, the
and the level of
in-depthness.
depth and everything like that is
And now, admittedly, that can be part of the problem too for
Yeah.
movie viewing. It's not necessarily. It's a bit daunting and not the most successful. Well, it feels not, but you just got to jump in.
Yeah.
100%. And you just ask the question when people walk in. There's a lot of books here, but we can direct you on what is a great starting point, a jumping on point for any freaking character, or something that you might seem to like. We can probably push you in the right direction of that. So I think there's so much, and just more reading needs to be done. in
Well,
this
there's
world
a
anyway.
there's a
Jesus.
comic for everybody. It's no
100%.
different than any other artistic narrative. You just got to find what suits you.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
know?
definitely.
There
Especially
is a
this day and
comic for
age.
everyone.
And especially with what independents have
The
been doing
variety.
recently.
Yeah.
The variety of what's coming out
100%.
that's not superhero based.
It's not just superheroes
It
anymore.
is mental, and the quality of it's not just like, oh, okay, yeah, they're talking about things that aren't punching people through billboards. There's really good in-depth stories. So yeah, I'm loving this kind of shit, and
Yeah.
this tied into real life comic book industry stuff. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well done, Chip. Love your work.
Can't wait for more.
Damn straight.
Well, it just blows me away. Like seeing him go back to art. His
He's
career,
so good.
His career, he was just an artist on sex criminals. Artist on sex criminals.
What is in?
And then writing, he got his writing gigs because of the letters page in Sex Criminals. The whole story is
That's great.
you know?
I hadn't seen any of his art really.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
great.
well, same because I hadn't seen much of Sex Criminals. I've seen
Good, because it comes polybagged.
Nah, that's just the fancy variants.
Right.
The regular ones don't. I'll show you some good pages out of Sex Criminals.
Well, I was
Semen fairies.
chucking some out the other day, and I found that remember you got like 30 odd copies of that Amazon fantasy
Yeah.
thing? Holy moly, that was creepy.
Yeah. Still a box full in Dave's boot.
I'm not sure there is.
I think I got
I reckon they'll be all stuck together from
Yeah. Anyway, we
Rain.
digress.
Yeah,
Next
from
book.
The rain.
the rain.
Batman Fortress. First issue this couple of weeks ago was the one where there's a blackout, and Superman's missing. So the first one was just very Brucey in Gotham dealing with the reality of the blackout. This one's more Justice League superhero stuff. So it goes, it's got Hawkman, Flash, Martian Manhunter, Cyborg, Aquaman, and Wonder Woman. So they team up with the Air Force, and they fly Top Gun style to go fight. See? Superheroes? Top Gun?
Oh, she got a jet again. She's got,
Well, she's got her
invisible
jet, yes,
Okay.
but Batman's got his jet. And...
Can't you see a jet? It's right in the
Oh,
middle.
can't he be taken by the armpits?
So the red, there's this red ball.
Oh, yeah.
Just red ball.
Oh yes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they're trying to.
That's
That's going to
totally
be the
normal.
thing that's taken out the power or whatever. So they're going to go shoot that down. That doesn't work. And then it all goes to crap. Some heroes get. I don't want to spoil it for people. Some heroes get. Spoilers absorbed.
Oh.
Okay.
Compromised.
Some people get messed up. Batman's about the only one to survive because he's Batman. He has a cry. Then it ends some interesting stuff. Have a look at that. You might like that. That was cool. It's hard to talk about because there's not much to talk about without giving away the bigger issues. But it was interesting. The first issue, they're very different from the first issue being just very Batman.
Yeah. Well, flicking
Gotham
through it, because I
Ground.
forgot to pick it up this week. Flicking through it, I'm like, this just seems like a very tonal shift.
Massively.
Like, the art's still great.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just seemed like a massive tonal shift.
Yes.
I'll read it next week.
Not, I would say a little jarring. Because you're like, first page, yeah, cool, he's on the watchtower or whatever, and then they're going to war, and...
A lot of it's in the daytime.
Yeah. Well, you got to see, because there's no lights. I don't know how these fancy modern planes would be working without electricity, but anyway. But yeah, it was very interesting. I think first one was fine for the most part. This one got me a little bit more intrigued, like especially those last few pages.
Yeah.
Right?
What's going on there?
Yeah.
Did this red thing shoot first or no?
No.
Of course not.
Well, but it attacked first. It's turned off all the communique. So he deserved to get shot. If I was running the joint and a red ball comes up and they reckon that was what was stopping my TV from working.
You don't want red balls.
Better than
No,
blue ones.
sorry.
She-Hulk, number 4, moving right along. This book is so slow. I do enjoy the premise.
Yes.
And some of the stuff's cool, like She-Hulk stuff. Like, first couple of pages is her and Titania having their fight club.
And then there's like more people want to join
in.
That bit's cool, but then it ends abruptly.
They're gone, yeah. And then you get some legal stuff with some other heroes coming around the office, and then that finishes
abruptly. Not abruptly, but it's 2 pages, and like I want more.
Yeah,
I want more of the first stuff.
And then her and Jack are at the park, and they get bubble tea.
And their conversation was interesting.
Yes, like I do like the book. It just needs to.
It's a bit slow.
4 issues. This could be in 2 issues.
Yeah.
What we've got in 4 issues, I don't think the story's progressed enough for my liking.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's on the bubble of me not continuing it.
I'm gonna do the arc, and that's it.
I gotta see.
Yeah.
Because the tease early on the bad guy, potentially bad guy, and that's sort of gone. Haven't picked up any of that since.
Yeah, I just want to know how Jack came back.
Yes, I must say I really like the art though.
Art is good.
It fits the tone of the book so well.
I like the art. I like the covers.
The tease of the lawyer sort of stuff, and like she's like, you can't all be here. Yeah. Like we can be discreet.
Yeah.
Like, look at you clowns. It's got the tone right for She-Hulk. Just needs a little bit pick up the pace a bit. It'd be my main criticism of it. Pick up the pace. Let me find out what's going on with Jack Hart's. Alrighty, next up we got DC Vampires Killers. So DC Vampires is running, I think, a little late, so they put out a couple of one-shots. Yeah, Hunters last week, which is Damien. This one's Killers. Harley Quinn. So she's sort of like the kingpin of Gotham now.
Oh.
Criminal underworld. With Catwoman by her side and Clayface and Solomon Grundy. Now, I understand Harley Quinn's very popular. I have a hard time believing that she's the boss over some of these people. If Catwoman was the boss, I'd be all down for that.
Oh, yeah.
It makes sense.
But whatever. But it was actually not bad. Because at first I'm like, I had a hard time the first couple of pages. Like, Catwoman should be running this, not you. But then the vampires... Well, starts off... Mad Hatter is like one of the other sort of mobster dudes. And he's sort of selling people lies that he can get them out. And so Harley comes to take him down and whatever. And then the vamps rock up, blah, blah, blah. And the vamps, they got a curfew, and I think they're tolerating people because they're food too, right? You can't just kill them all. We need dead cows, you know? Yeah. So that was alright. And Jim Gordon rocks up. Harley calls him Jeff because, hilarity.
One of the great reasons of taking Flash out straight away in the first issue.
Yes. And then we get a turn, double turn, I guess. Someone grows a conscience, someone grows some fangs. All in all, it was not a bad one shot. And by the end of it, I was okay with it. But at first, I was a little, was Harley the leader? Catwoman should be running the show.
Yeah, I get that.
But it wasn't bad. I did like it. This whole DC vampire thing's just been fun. You know, they're not the greatest comics I ever read, but the art's very nice and colourful. Clayface and Solomon Grundy being a henchman I dug. And she asks, Grundy what day it is, and he starts, Monday. And the fun of it was like, it's fucking Thursday.
That's great.
Yeah, so it's fun, right? It's just like nothing good fun.
I saw the trailer for because I went to watch it and then I missed it the Harley Quinn cartoon. Season 3 is about to come out. I saw the trailer for that. Looks quite interesting.
Yeah, I gotta watch
I don't know what it's on these days.
Nothing.
But,
Nothing.
yeah. Besides that DC platform they've got in America.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'll find out on a platform.
I gotta watch the rest of
I like
season
that.
1.
Maybe.
It was a good show. It is a good show.
First
I-
season
From
was
what I
great.
heard, it's great.
I
Yeah,
don't- yeah, I need to finish
I knew it was on Amazon
season
back
2.
in the day. Then
Yeah.
I went to watch it.
Yeah,
and it was
gone.
on Amazon.
Yes. That was
Shit.
great. Next up, Ultramax issue 2. So this is the henchman, supervillain henchman that killed their Superman. He's in superhero prison.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, this was interesting. Like, you don't know who to trust, and there's a lot going on. The kingpin of the prison, he wants to talk to the guy that helped the main character last time. And then he wants to talk to him, and he's sort of got a big mouth for a belly.
Oh.
Oh, real.
Yes. And then the warden's sus. Everyone's sus. Like, it's very... I'm not sure who's... Well, none of them on the up and up. But who's working for who into what plans. And, you know, someone wants someone to smuggle some stuff in.
Yeah, well, it's
Very Aussie sort of deal. As in the TV show.
yes.
But yeah, it's... the art's a little but I'm intrigued. Mainly there's these two dudes that... Because the art look exactly the same. I'm like, wait, which one was he from the last issue? You know? But that's right. New number 1 this week from Source Point, Oblivion Trials. This was actually not too bad. It's felt short.
Looks good.
Felt short. Basically, the main character dies in the first couple of pages. And then he's in limbo and he's either going to go to paradise or go somewhere else. And
Oh wow, cool.
he's got to do the trials to see which one he's going to get through.
Nice.
Very, you know, and like the art's
That's cool. Yeah.
like the art's not amazing, but it really fits, and the colouring is cool.
The art looks like the art and the coloring looks someone has got good talent, but really liked oming
Yes,
and can't draw like him, but draws in
That
that similar
squarey
squarey
shnish.
vein. But it's really cool.
yeah, I did like it. It was and like he's because it's like I'm a good person, right? I'll make the trials, but then you the start of the book was the flashback where I think spoilers. I think he may have killed people driving and texting.
Oh.
So how good are you?
Yes.
You know, and then the end is like
Driving or texting?
both failed, I guess.
Jeez, yeah, exactly.
And like the riverboat man, he's cool looking and he's got some interesting lines, and the whole thing was
Yeah, where
very
he ends
interesting.
up and everything. That's
yeah.
very interesting. That's
Like,
cool.
yes, it was not like flew by. Because it's a pretty simple premise, but I think there's more will come in issue 2.
Do we know how many parts it's going to be?
I think I want to say like 5 or 6.
Interesting. Makes sense for a usual little trade.
Yes, but I did not mind at all that first issue.
That looks really cool.
Yeah. Alrighty, next up, what do we got? Thor, Lightning and Lament. Anybody read this?
No.
I read one page.
Hey, tell us all about that page. There's art.
Thor's fighting Absorbing Man.
It is just we want a Thor number 1 on the shelf.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, because the
Flashback 60s sort of era Thor.
Hey, at least he's not dead.
Don Blake.
They're doing alright at the moment.
Like it's I'm
we
digging.
won't get an issue or an update on Thor anytime soon, or Hulk, but you know,
Yes.
at least
I just loved seeing Kirby costume Thor. I love seeing Don Blake. It's just a simple Thor one shot. It's written by Karate Kid, art by Todd Knuck. Had to buy it just for those two alone. It's not the greatest comic ever read, but god damn, it looks gorgeous.
Before we confuse people, it's not the actual Karate
He's the
Kid.
Karate Kid. Like, look at that page of Thor. Classic Thor comic books.
down this way. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Take the book.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just one of those one shots. Yeah, Ralph Macchio, former editor of Spider-Man for a long, long time. There's been not a lot of these one shots for Marvel.
Not to be confused with the Karate Kid.
The car dealership dude.
Might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's just their go-to. We need just a old school style one shot. Tying with some, not tying to the movies, but
Some cool old school Loki in it.
yeah, like I just love the designs of all the Thor characters looked amazing back then. I think I understand the Thor costume is a bit silly looking. And like...
Yeah, but the new one's not
modern...
any less silly.
You know, when like Copiel sort of really modernized it, was probably the best because it looked like
great.
Thor, but it looked more real.
That number one, we had the crows on,
Yeah.
on his shoulder. And stuff.
My favorite is the God of Thunder.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
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 So
And the
that
art
gave-
with that works too.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, because it's like the Copiel one, but like sleeveless.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
And the three Thors in that as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. But I think the Kirby design is just cool. Something about it. Like, he's got a cape. He's got these big silver things for no reason. I just dig
Oh,
it.
they conduct electricity.
Yes.
Just because-
That's what he does to Absorbing Man in the fight.
Oh, really?
Absorbing Man's metal. He just holds him down and just electrocutes him. It's excellent. It's just fun. Had Sif, Warriors 3, Loki.
Yeah, the art looks awesome.
Yes. Classic Marvel style. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It wasn't a mind blower, but it was just simple, good, old school comic books.
Oh, like Donald Blake stuff?
Yeah. Well, when was the last time you seen Donald Blake besides when he was crazy recently?
Yeah,
Forever.
it's been ages forever.
Yeah. Alrighty, next up, Venom Lethal Protector Foams. What happened in this issue?
Here we go.
Okay, so we discussed this before you got here. Yes, please have a bit of a flip.
Yes.
Yes.
A little
Yeah,
bit
I didn't get
further.
to this. This was
so
next.
you remember the McFarlane covers he was doing with the Hydro Man dude, the yellow and green guy?
Yes.
Yes. So he's in this. Venom's now got a new power and can stop the sound beam, but has this weird thing around it. Anyway.
Okay.
So,
Why doesn't he do that all the time?
well,
Yeah,
you now.
what happens?
Well, that's it. So this is Lethal Protector. He's still in New York, so he hasn't got to San Fran yet. So literally 1993.
Yes.
Okay, 1993.
Yeah, but that's the Marvel stuff. It's a rubber band up time. Like, Steve Rogers didn't get thawed out in the 1960s. Steve Rogers got thawed out early 2000s now. That's just how Marvel works.
Yeah, everyone else just went to that earlier when I showed them.
Nah. That's how it
Internet and
works.
shit back then.
But the time's not real. It's not 1993. Marvel time, but he's a rubber band. That's how it's always been.
And this is a flashbacky thing. I don't know, right? I don't know.
That's the point. When
Yeah.
it's a flashbacky thing, you shouldn't be having a laptop, especially a laptop-looking thing, with the internet in 1993.
It's like the idea.
It's a shit book as it is, and it's
but it's
lost
not
me.
set in 1993.
But Lethal Protector was.
Yeah, but that's not how comic timelines work. It's not set in 1993. Because otherwise, he's like 50 now.
I agree with you.
I
still.
understand.
Shit!
That's just how comics work.
He's got a bounty on him. Next book.
Was that Solo? Is that his name? Not Solo.
Oh, Solo sounds right.
No, Solo's the other green.
Is that other guy?
Yeah, I can't remember.
That's nice.
I know what you mean. But it's just, yeah.
Because I think it's just weird because it dates itself
So-
by calling it Lethal Protector, like it's trying to be the 90s, but it's not the 90s. Like it's weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's comics. But Parker's not 15 in 1962
But it's like
either.
it's like if they come out and do like a Death of Superman flashback thing, I would kind of want it to be 90s.
Nah, you got to update it to the time. Otherwise, it makes.
It's got to have
it
the
breaks
mullet,
the current
and it's got to
timeline.
have. Yeah.
Yes, you gotta have it in the mullet, but
Yeah.
that's
The mullet's
fine.
in fashion right now.
But if that
Only in
if the
Australia, I
original
think that-
Death of Superman is like still canon or whatever, like why I can go back and read that and I don't know.
Because it makes because then it breaks how old he is in current continuity. If you date the flashback too much,
Sure.
it doesn't make it work now. Because that's why it's like Steve's the perfect answer.
Yeah, no, that does make sense.
He was, like in the mid 2000s, he was thought out with Clinton was president.
It's still stupid.
Yes. Yeah. Nitpicky. Captain America, Symbol of Truth. This was really fun. Anybody else read this?
No.
Nope.
Oh, these are all shit. This is very fun comic book. It's just very actiony.
We're
Okay,
getting paid, so
so
we'd walk out.
we got starts off with Crossbones and what's his name? The Hunter talking about their plan, and then Sam goes and he's got Deadpool. Deadpool saves Deadpool.
Yeah, that lost me.
Yeah. That's why I saw him on the cover.
I agree. I was like, I do not need a Deadpool crossover in issue 2. I don't need any crossovers in issue 2 to establish the book.
That was what I felt like was reaching straight away.
Yes.
And not around like the good one.
But they get some cool action. And then, because they're trying to get to the roof to get the helicopter, right? And they're getting shot at, blah, blah, blah. You didn't buy this? You should buy this.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
You're saying that. But...
And then it cuts back to the Falcon, and he's looking over his cousin or whatever they're saying from the train, and they're looking for the super soldier serum, and the government's pretty shady that's got these people locked up. Deadpool and Captain America actually work pretty good together. Deadpool, it's like Wilson and Wilson, we sound like a law firm. So that was not too bad. You know, when you actually get a chuckle out of Deadpool. And then you get the big thing at the end. It's just a very action-orientated comic book. I really like it. Because I think both the Caps... But there's still enough politics in there with the international incidentness of it, the shady, maybe government facilities, the Wakandan sort of subplot. But they're both good. I think these both Cap books are going to be really good, actually.
Yes, why didn't
quite
read it? Because
excited.
I don't have to get both Cap books.
Yeah,
I just wrote. I won't get either.
But
I
this
read
one's
I got
got
the first issues and that's
your
it.
favourite in it as
I
well.
know,
Deadpool.
but I'm not a sick man like him.
Yeah, you should be.
Please buy something like that.
Well.
How much fun did that fill us for 10 minutes?
Oh my god. Next up, Mech Strike Monster Hunters, number 1. I did not read this. Who read this?
I flicked this.
Dave. It's a Dave special.
Yeah,
How was this, Dave?
Dave flicked
I
this.
flicked through it, yeah.
I'm shocked you didn't flick this.
Ooh.
It's okay. It's okay. It's,
The robots don't look cool enough.
Well, they
The Hulk
don't
looks
stay as
cool, but-
robots. Did
Yeah.
you flick
Oh,
at the
really?
end?
Yeah.
So
What
it's
is
like,
going on
there's
there?
all these mech. So it's the continue on from the mech, and Doom's got this,
Magic
this Kraken
tech,
eye,
Yeah.
and it's essentially turned Loki, Goblin, Venom into these crazy beasts. They try and the Avengers in their mech suits go and fight them. Outnumbered, outclassed, leave, get Strange. Strange just happens to have the other eye,
What a
and then
surprise.
it goes crazy from there. So watch out for issue 2 if you love your crazy mech, magic, Avengers,
Oh, okay.
Masters of Evil, Venom pops, good reason for pops, toys, everything.
There's
But
enough
it's
good
Gage
toys,
writing
toy
it, so I skim read it. It's actually not too bad. Like, if you're going to get anyone to try and make it plausible, Gage is someone good to do that.
He's their go-to to fix
100%.
whatever they need.
Yeah,
Pump this out for us, man.
or when Slot's writing.
Yes. Did you see that? The Slot's getting a new Spider-Man book. That's what he's going.
What?
You didn't see that?
What?
Yeah. Like after FF, obviously. Him and Bagley on Adjectiveless
Big and
Spider-Man.
Bagley?
Yeah, him and Bagley.
Bagley.
Post, they got a new Spider-Verse, Edge of Spider-Verse coming up, and after that, it's them doing a new Spider-Man ongoing.
Is it
So obviously
called-
they've
I might
realised
be
all
like-
Slot can do is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Though some people would
Is
disagree with
it
that.
called just Spider-Man or is it
Spider-Man.
objectiveless?
Adjectiveless Spider-Man, just Spider-Man.
Just Spider-Man.
So it'll be like different Spideys from
No, I think the book will just be Spider-Man.
like Peter Parker. Would it
Yeah.
be like
Yeah.
others? you
No.
know?
I think it'll just be Spider-Man, but I don't know. Guess depends what happens.
I thought we were just back to one book for a minute.
Never!
Fucking, at least it's not Batman.
At
And
least,
I'm like,
at least
God
it's once a
damn.
month, right?
Well, this one might be.
I would
The
have
other
to
one's
probably try it for Slot anyway, because for the most part I really enjoyed his run. It went too long,
not. So, yeah, but Batman.
but Bagley on it with him, like you can't say no to that.
Mm.
Bagley, Spider-Man.
And he'll knock him out.
Hey?
He'll knock him out.
Yeah.
Bagley.
Yeah. Oh, Slot would be the one that's running late.
Gage.
Read Ultimate Spider-Man if you haven't.
It's not available.
Come in,
Marvel
and,
are
come in and ask Dylan about it.
stupid. I don't know what the deal is.
Please
Ask
don't.
Dylan about it.
Alrighty, Avengers this week. Fomi, how good was this?
So damn good. Jason Aaron, let's just pull something completely out of our ass that's got nothing to do with anything we've been reading for the last 57 issues and love it. Okay, so we have a crazy World War II story.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
World War
yeah,
II, you'd say.
Well, they're
Of
Nazis.
Yeah, they're Nazis. Exactly right, yeah. Of this, what's it, Strav?
Yeah.
Anyway, I can't say surnames. Even though mine's really hard to say too. And he's a sorcerer, the soldier supreme
Yes.
on this earth.
He's got the eye Agamotto, the whole deal.
And his gun is alive. It's like a walking Evil Dead gun. Like looks like the Book of the Dead.
Yeah, like
it's got teeth and
muscle
shit.
and-
It's breathing. And the soldiers say, "Is it something wrong with your gun? It looks like it's breathing." Like he's hunting this submarine that's being taken over by demons, so there's no crew on board. This submarine looks awesome.
Yeah.
It's like a giant whale mouth at the front. That's
What
just-
is going on here?
So he's got his own crew that he talks about at the start,
Yes.
but you don't see until the end, which is a great reveal.
Yes.
And he is going to be an important part of the bigger, wider battle that's going on
Multiversity
with
stuff,
the
I guess.
Mephistos, because he's fighting them. He's fighting Mephistos. The poor guy,
The Soul Sniper? Is that what it's called?
Soul Sniper.
Yes.
The poor dude crashes onto this island where there's a whole bunch of other crew that then get taken over by Mephisto, and he has to start taking them out one by one. Like, if this was all fake and it was all in his head, you just think the guy was mental.
Yeah.
Like, everyone watching this would just think the guy's mental because he's just taken over every single soldier. It's really creepy. It is. If it wasn't for public domain, that'd probably be Book of the Week.
Because you're just like, what is this?
100%. And when you get to the end of it, and so throughout the book, he's getting help from our Avengers doing things
But in secret.
and in secret. And then at the end of it, he catches up with his team, which is War Thing,
Yes.
and there's a Blade, and there's
Ghost Rider?
Oh, a Ghost Rider and a tank. Holy shit! Yeah, it's
Yeah, just one of those ones you like. So I know some people
Damien
are up and
Zdarsky.
down on this Aaron run, but this was just fun.
so fun,
The whole Aaron Avengers, I think, has just been superhero fun.
and as it should be.
But this was just you're like, what am I reading?
Yeah.
In a good way.
You know what it felt like? It felt a little bit like the Fraction Immortal Iron Fist, where you just got a story about like
Something else. Yeah,
yeah,
feeling
like,
like
one of the other
Yes,
fists.
yes, yes.
And you just learned
the
something
Pirate
new.
Queen.
Yes.
Yes.
Or the dude with the guns. And yeah, what's his name?
Awesome.
Awesome. Oh,
Wow.
it's as I said, if it wasn't for public domain, that would have been Book of the Week because it's just so left of field of what we've been getting.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
I really did.
And yeah, did you see the team at the end?
Yes, I saw the Ghost Rider in
yeah,
the tank. That was
yes,
amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So is there a storyline in Avengers, or is it
The
just
over-
one shots at the moment?
No, the overarching story is the Masters of Evil that have all been pulled together with all the
So Avengers Forever.
Avengers
Yeah,
Forever,
it's
and then the Mephisto overarching storyline as well
Okay.
because Mephisto's the big bad of the whole.
with the
book.
Council of Reds.
Yes.
Lucky we were close to suing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goddamn Jason Aaron, I knew he was a fan. Alrighty, I forgot to take this one home this week, so I'm kicking myself. So I'll have to read that during the week. But 8 Billion Genies, Dave, you read this?
Yes, I did.
Also, just picked up by Amazon for a TV show.
Where are my issue ones now?
$30 on eBay now.
Oh wow. So. Yes.
Go on.
Oh, you interrupted my train of thought. I just usually.
All right. It's good.
Are you ready, Stu?
I read it.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, we're gonna miss out on Dave saying 3 sentences and then didn't tell us what really
No,
happened.
I need time to think the
Damn
third
it.
thing I'm
No,
going
it's
to
too late
say.
now. I'll keep going.
This is actually pretty good because it's more on the genies,
Yeah.
like the genie sort of not motivation, but they sort of explain how the wishes work. And
Is
what-
there rules? Is there limits? I guess.
Oh,
No,
it's sort of
rules or limits, but
It's their own
just-
discretion, sort of.
yeah, because
At the genie's discretion.
yeah,
Yeah.
the genies know every wish. All the genies know what every wish is that's been
Oh, at the
done
same time?
At the same time,
Ah.
and they're keeping track of order. And like they go to like, some people are keep holding on to their wishes to make in the back pocket, or
Yep.
some people making good wishes. It goes to the president of America, who gets one of the chief general, like one of the chief generals of whatever, chiefs of staff, whatever, to make the wish for him. So the president still has his wish in the back pocket. So the general sacrifices his wish for the country, and he's like, I want America to be the number one world country in the world, blah blah blah. And he gets a call from North Korea, and North Korea's like,
No, they call them to surrender, right? Or
oh
something
yeah,
like that?
yeah, call North Korea and tell you surrender. And North Korea's like, no, we want this, we want this, we want this, we want all the movie stars, blah blah blah. It's like, what? We're the number one. Like, no, we wish for number one. And the thing the genie's like, we sort of cancel out wishes that go against that.
conflict?
Yeah,
Right.
So
So
otherwise,
they said
otherwise they have to create pocket universes, and that's too much work. So they just otherwise just like some we should just cancel each other out.
Sure,
And they,
sure.
and they mentioned like it was a nice little like thing about a country in there that didn't, because they said every single country
yes.
except for one didn't like wished for like
Yeah, yeah.
ultimate power in that, except for one, which is kind of cool about the thing.
Yeah. Of course they wouldn't.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, it was a cool little.
And it's like more of the
Yeah, keep that to yourself.
the barman who made the first Initial Wish. He's a bit of a prepper.
Yeah,
Yes.
he
That's
didn't
pretty
stay.
cool. But yeah, like there's people like making
Crazy stuff.
crazy stuff. No, but this was making good wishes,
Yeah.
Okay.
thought out wishes, and at the end they got some visitors.
Yeah, I seen the last page. You're like, okay.
So who's wished for
Yes.
Okay.
those three?
Yes.
Also, shout out to Dave and his Carosaurus in this.
That was pretty cool. But like, yeah, you know, you see like all the ridiculous wishes people made on the instant.
Yeah.
Just not thinking out like awkward, blah blah blah. And yeah, it's really good. Like I like where it's going and
Yeah.
the motivations and yeah, TV show picked up by Amazon.
Well, when the announcement came out the day before issue 2 was hitting the shelf, I was like, totally could see, because it just the concept is so simple for anybody to understand, and so much wildness you could do, both in a book or on the show.
And they got news and it's like downtown Detroit's on fire. It's like who wished for that? It's like no one wished for that.
It's just
Someone-
what happens.
No, someone wished for a lightsaber. They didn't know how to use it, and that caused
Jesus,
the giant,
yeah.
you know. That's like it's a really interesting concept that's going on.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying this book.
Yeah,
Only
I
two
was-
issues, but
Yeah, I was reading some of my books today, and I was like, God damn, where's 8 billion genies? This is going to be a pile. Anyway, how was Image issue 3, Nitin?
really good.
Any new parts or just all parts?
There's one like Rumble, which is a one shot,
Oh, yeah.
but all the rest are like continuing on. From
Which
the
one's
other
standing out to you? The
Um,
snow one?
like the Jeff Johns one, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting. You still don't know,
What's going on?
yeah,
Snow monster or whatever?
or there, yeah, some sort of snow monster. The Bolero team thing, that
Yeah.
one finished, which was a pretty cool concept on that. The Scott Young
Oh, yeah.
little 2-pager was excellent. This is really funny. What else? There's
What
the
about
se-
the ultimate reality, like the gamey killing?
the
sort of
serial
thing?
killer
Yeah.
one? Yeah, that one's going places. Like, yeah. Like, that is, besides the snow one, that's probably my other favourite one.
Yeah. Well, I thought that was two strongest in the first issue. Well, with the announcement that issue 5 is going to have a pro story,
Yeah.
I'm going to have to buy this.
A what?
Yeah.
pro story.
In the new previews, it's solicited in new
Yeah.
previews. It's got a pro cover. I'm like, yeah.
So,
You've read through, haven't
Yeah.
you? Okay, just making sure.
oh, she gets my in.
Yes, you should.
Imagine if that format became like a Shonen Jump, where it like comes out every like so often, and like just complete stories.
I
of
think we
that.
talked about it before. It just won't work in America.
Yeah. Or even if it's just like a pilot thing, you know, like if people love the story that.
But they
much.
try that all the time with different anthology books that really go nowhere.
That used to be how
Comics
stuff
were.
worked, right?
That's where Spider-Man comes from.
Showcase and that kind of stuff.
Echo again.
You're getting right on that, Dave.
You know why it wouldn't work in a modern day American market, in my opinion? Price point.
Yeah.
It's an expensive book to buy on something you don't know what you're getting.
You don't know what it is. You don't know if you're gonna like
When
it.
the industry for the last 20 years has been creator driven, you know, Image days in the 90s of you bought Todd McFarlane's on it, Jim Lee, when modern last 10 years is like, Jeff Johns, what you follow a writer generally.
Black and white comics don't really do that well.
No.
That's the other thing.
True.
Because over there it's just so ingrained.
And it is like a newspaper format.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's why I pump it out. So it just
Yeah.
It's just different.
Yeah.
Just different.
that's got a young book.
Alrighty, Brzrkr number 9. Anybody read this?
I thought I read it.
I read it.
No.
I read it. Wow. I don't know what the hell happened.
Is it good or bad?
It's good.
What was it like?
Because the
12
last
part
one,
rate,
he
this one.
disappeared.
He disappeared.
12
Yeah.
parts.
I think so.
Yeah. So 9, she's coming to an end. Yeah, so the end of the last one, he disappeared when they...
Oh, in the box thing?
Yeah.
That's right.
So, start of it is him meeting his dad and all trippy stuff. And then he cocoons up and wakes up and just goes complete berserker. Like, the dude's like, I haven't seen him go this berserker yet. And, like, it's just massacre. And the chick, the doctor...
We're getting a TV show for that too, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A movie and anime, I think.
Movie and an anime.
I think that's what it
Interesting.
is.
It would work better animated, I think.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
The level of violence in it would work better in anime.
Yeah.
Even animation. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, jeez.
Right? Like, it goes full on.
Well, I never.
Jeez.
Oh my word.
Fight over it.
Yes.
Fight to the death.
It's been a good book for something. I say it all every time it comes out, every 2 months. I thought it was just going to be a hype thing. It's solid. And sometimes I was a bit too much stuck in the past stuff, and you're like, give me what's going on now. Oh, probably shouldn't tap that.
There you go.
But
Just tap the mic.
yes, but the last couple of issues sort of been more modern stuff, so it's definitely coming to a head.
So pacing wise will probably be better as a trade or something, right?
Oh yeah, I think it'll go very good as a trade. Because it's very fast paced. Like, you read it fast, not Rochester's Vengeance fast, but what is?
So is it going to be like 3 volumes?
Yeah, because they rushed out that because it's so hot.
Yeah.
They put it out after 4, which
It's like Hansel.
I can't blame them when you got a hit like that, right? Yeah. You're not going to wait to 6 and get free trades out of it.
Well, there might be a complete once it's
Yeah,
done
for
too.
sure there will be, you know. Alrighty, Iron Cat number 1. David, what happened here?
So apparently before, like, backstory, last time Black Cat and Tony like met up, he made a Black Cat suit, or an Iron Cat suit for him. And it just goes back to her past where she was rolling around young, learning how to be a thief. From, was it Black Cat? Was the guy Black Cat? I forget.
Ah,
Her father that was the thief.
yeah.
Are you talking about?
Think so. I'm not too familiar. But
Yeah,
anyway,
he was like a.
they were going over a jewelry heist that went a bit wrong, and they
Looks like it.
Yeah,
they dropped their they dropped the score to get away with their lives, and then and from that story you find out who has stolen the Iron Cat armor, and we'll see what happens next. Not bad. Not bad.
Because it's just a continuation of the Jen McKay couple of Black Cat series now.
Yeah.
But the new person, the new character, I think. I don't want to say what it is.
It is Felicia Harding.
Hey?
It is Felicia Harding.
Yeah.
And I reckon he probably would have. She would have been on his mind for a little bit afterwards, after they first met.
Yeah, like, why would he make her a suit?
Oh, I can.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Get round 2 that way. She might come and steal it. Dylan, you read anything else this week?
No!
Yeah, fair enough. How are you, Dave?
I accidentally read issue 8 of Righteous Thirst for Vengeance because I didn't realise I read it already.
Well, you wasted a minute and a half, so
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Oh, it wasn't long. It's like, wait a minute, I've seen this broken glass scene before.
Yeah, what an issue to reread.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it's like
That's
Yeah, how do you not realise that
this looks
instantly?
familiar. It's like, oh,
because okay.
yeah. That's it for me.
Fair enough. Or 9, you read 9?
Well, yeah, I read 9,
Oh, thanks.
so
Yeah.
you
Very
really
nice.
missed out.
Yeah.
It's
It's a
excellent.
great issue.
Holy shit! I have never read a comic book, and including any Deadpool shit, and felt like a taco more in my life. Storytelling, man.
Yeah.
Storytelling. I don't want to say, because obviously you remember how that finished. So he was hoping
Yeah.
that Xavier wake up. Yeah, you're gonna be happy.
But it's a bit. Well, when you open
Jolting,
it, right?
I
you're
went
like,
back to
what?
issue
Yeah,
8.
did I miss an issue?
I went back to issue 8 and went, oh yeah, that's right.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
cool.
yes.
Because it is so quick.
Yeah.
You read at some time, 8 to 10 books a week.
Yeah.
And then you go back.
For sure.
Shit, okay. So yeah.
And it seems so well established.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
was a
really
big
did.
jump.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one. I felt like I missed a book. Dave did too. Yeah, I'm really keen to see where it goes and where they are and what's happened since and everything like that. But yeah, it was very, very interesting. But yeah, it was literally just hanging out and going for a swim and having tacos, and it was excellent. It was so
Though with a big not good undercurrent.
Oh, totally.
Okay.
I was gonna say, well, it's a breather issue, but I guess not.
No.
Oh no, shit's going on. I don't want to say that. There's
Yes.
just underlying stuff, but can't really talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because it's big spoiler stuff. But it's yes, not all sunshine and rainbows.
We'll just go on and have another cigarette.
Yes.
So, did you read this?
Oh, I bought the hardcover Murder Falcon and reread it.
Yep.
God, it's good. Just so good, and still, you read it first time, and it still, get the emotions up.
Yeah.
It still does it. Still great storytelling, and
And it's got the Skybound X story, so I'm a sucker, and I just bought it as well. So,
convinced him to do that.
Excellent.
it really, my arm's so twisted.
Yeah.
and hurt.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We don't have any more, but we'd probably get some more. If
Yes,
we've got
probably.
the actual
We've
trade,
got the trade.
Yeah.
Heaps
So
of
come
the
on,
trades.
trade.
but
Trade's
it's just
definitely
such a
worth
damn good book.
So much heart,
Mm.
so much metal.
Yeah.
So
If you
much
read
fun.
listen to Daniel Warren Johnson's soundtrack for it.
I was listening to different metal when I was reading it.
Tissues
Because
there.
normally when I read comics, I've got Spotify on.
Sure.
It's
Something.
100% of the
Sad
time it's
tissues,
metal.
not happy tissues.
So yeah, it's great. Just listen to metal while
Yeah,
metal
that's
scenes
going
are
on.
happening. It's so good.
Or at least check out his music because it's great.
Yes.
Yes.
It's amazing.
That was it.
Funny?
Vengeance. What else was there? Vengeance. I think that was it. I read there was a comic wise. I'm halfway through this. I just bought this for another friend. The MK Ultra book that I talked about last week. I could have smashed it, but I don't want to because I'm like it's thickish, but I'm just really enjoying it. It's a really, really interesting story. Some bits are taking some liberties, but there's some really
I did like the first because I read this a few weeks ago. I like the liner paper. It looks like blotter paper.
Yeah, well.
yes.
You know,
So I know what that
freaking
is, but
half tempted to. But it starts off with how the
Wouldn't be shocked if it didn't.
how the dude accidentally made LSD.
Yes.
Albert Hoffman.
Yeah,
On
and
Bicycle Day.
he spilled some on himself in the lab, and he started cycling home, and then just
Yeah, tripped out.
the
And all-
world melts, and
Yeah, so
amongst other things.
that's essentially how the
Decided
book
to try that
starts.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, that was 25. Yeah, so it essentially starts with a sting goes down, and there's a journalist trying to get to the bottom of things and gets something planted on him, and it goes down a very interesting path. I'm just up to the bit where they just had the interview with the doctor that was in Germany at very bad times and just continued working without any issues. But there's plenty of those, especially that work for NASA. Really enjoying that book at the moment, but that was about it for me as well.
Sweet.
When's the second volume come out?
Who knows? But
I think it's this month sometimes.
Oh, is
July.
it?
Yeah.
'cause
Because I never remember seeing the volume 1 in previews.
Oh,
It must have
okay.
been, but because in the middle green section,
Sure,
right?
sure,
Sometimes, but volume 2 had a big ad. It took and the cover of volume 2, I think, was a bit more striking. And I was like, oh, volume 1's available.
Yeah.
I'll order one of those. One of those.
What one? 2 comes in for one or so.
Yes.
And me too.
Yes.
3, actually.
Alrighty.
Up my order for number 2.
Yes, you do.
That's all the comics.
I think so.
Okay, let's get into the other stuff. Sequel to Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. We are getting Namor.
Spoilers?
Whoops. We are getting Namor spoilers.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Wow. Jeez.
Wait, it's not like artificial pictures though.
Yeah, and some leaks came out of
Aztec Namor.
promo art for Namor. What do you guys think?
It's not exactly what I thought they would do with it, but at the same time, it sort of works. Like,
Because he's more Mayan / Incan
Yes.
/
Yeah.
Central
Aztec.
American,
Yeah.
Aztec-y sort of
It was Aztec.
Aztec. Okay. So his armor sort of reflects that,
yes,
And the piercings and the ears.
but
Yeah.
he still has pointy ears.
Yeah.
Still has
Wing
wings
wing.
on his
Holy
ankles.
moly, I was shocked.
and I think because it works, where did those civilizations go? We had Atlantis.
Yeah.
It works, right?
Look,
Has
Futurama.
green booty shorts.
Yes.
Like if you just showed that photo to someone, it's like, oh, Namor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But the thing is, is he gonna have just like that the whole movie, just in green shorts?
No, shit, no.
No.
Because I expected them to do more of the modern black
Yeah,
kind
for
of
sure.
costume,
They
for
will,
sure.
but
For sure.
But yeah, just
I reckon this would be the ceremonial thing because of the piercings and the bracelets and more tribal looking.
yeah.
Like it might be a bit more ceremonial thing or
Someone getting this at all is pretty
Right?
pretty crazy.
See my best. See my. It's the best.
But very interested to see. All right, if we get Namor in the Black Panther movie, are they going to go to war? Why are they going to war?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll see him. in that
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And like, is Wakanda in the MCU not the only place with some vibranium? Is that what's happened to them? Obviously we know vibranium's come from a meteor. Mm-hmm. Was it a couple of meteors?
Yeah.
And that's why one sunk. And they got their own, or like
Well, that's how they got the technology.
right? Yeah,
Of course, it has to be.
You know?
Well, that's the most plausible reason.
for sure. But is Namor going to be an arsehole?
He needs
He
to
needs
be.
to
If
be.
That,
he's not, I'll be
100% be.
disappointed.
that is central to him as a character.
Because if he's
If
an
we get
Aztec
anti-hero-
prince, if he's an Aztec prince,
Yes.
he needs to be an asshole.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
He's the OG anti-hero,
Ah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yes. We want him, down the track,
like-
kidnapping Sue Storm.
Yes.
First Avengers villain.
No,
No,
that's
second.
Fantastic Four.
That does-
He come from Fantastic Four. The
Yeah.
Rebirth stuff.
Yeah.
Or yes. And
But
even
then-
that I loved. Like Johnny Storm finds him with the beard, burns it off with his finger. Oh, you're Namor. Excellent.
I don't know if that's gonna. And that was the other thing we'd get not on your list, Dylan, but like the news of Howard Stern and Doctor Doom.
Oh yeah. What was
Which
the deal
I-
with that?
He said he's,
Yeah,
but I don't know how much of it's
it was a hot
real
mic.
or.
There's another rumor going since then that there is a solo Doom project.
But
in
I
the
don't
works.
I don't think he'll
don't
be
want
Doctor
that.
Doom.
I think he might just do the voice.
Oh shit, no.
He might, no,
He's
he
just
might just be a
involved
producer
with
or
the
something.
producer or
Yeah,
something.
like or maybe
He's just saying he
right?
had meetings with
Yeah.
what's his name, Favreau and stuff like that. So he's involved doesn't mean
See, but I don't think it's any of it's true at all.
Yeah.
probably isn't. He's probably
Yeah,
just
that's
doing
the other
it
thing,
because
yeah.
he's a Doom fan.
Yeah, it's a
because-
bit.
yeah.
Yeah, because he would not be playing Doctor Doom.
No.
Yes.
He's Fart Man.
Oh, and like the Favreau thing is the thing that made me go, bullshit. I don't think Fav's got much to do with the MCU anymore. You know what I
A
mean?
bit more Marvel, a bit more Star Wars these
Yeah.
days.
But if it's true and there is a Doctor Doom solo project,
Yes.
awesome.
Nah,
Well,
No.
maybe.
I
I don't want.
disagree.
I don't want any Fantastic Four.
that's because he hates Reed Richards.
Well, that's not even a thing. I've said it when the
No,
first
no,
movie was
he
coming
can't
out.
be in the first Fantastic
He
Four.
cannot be in the first movie.
That's right.
You can't introduce him first.
No,
No, he's,
I need a mole man first movie. Well, like even before this, there was rumors that he's in Black Panther too, right? And that's what we're gonna.
Well, that's
get.
that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna have those two monarchs,
Yeah.
you need Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
You need those three kings.
Well, because you have Doom and Namor together.
Yes.
Classic star.
which one brings the myrrh?
Because that's one of my favorite things in the comics is the dynamic of those three kings.
The priest run with
Yeah.
them three.
Yeah.
It was the best.
There's news as well. I saw we didn't put in there as well. Andrew Garfield re-signing. I don't know if it's rumor.
Oh
or
yeah, I
not,
saw that.
but
But I'm not
it
sure
looks-
Stupid.
if it's
Is
true.
it, don't know if it's true
Yeah,
yet.
I'm
Okay.
not sure.
Yeah,
personally.
'cause there was a bit
No one
scary.
liked those movies.
No, out of
That's
all of
not
them,
true.
That's a lie. No,
It's not
The-
it's
true.
not
the-
true.
the-
Unfortunately,
yeah,
it's
the-
not true.
Also, like the
There is a young
kids.
generation that love
Yeah.
it. Unfortunately,
Why?
I don't know. And I was trying to educate one at a party. That was at a 40th the other night. Some of the guys brought their kids, and he's like, "The younger kids are going to bed. Can I put on Spider-Man?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay, here we go. What one are you putting on? The Amazing Spider." Oh shit!
no, you go to bed too.
I'm like, mate, put on Into the Spider-Verse. What's that? That's on Disney now too. Go and put that on.
Oh, it is on Disney.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, they're all on Disney now. Everything.
Yeah, Raimi. It's all on there.
And so yeah, unfortunately,
Yeah,
there is youngins that do enjoy those.
Not
Garfield
even
ones.
youngins though, because young one, we had plenty of conversations when the last Spider-Man movie comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Young ones, I totally understand. That's their Spider-Man. They went to the cinema. That's what they see.
Yeah, and they grew up now and they're a bit older,
100%.
and that's
but
their
there's
Spidey.
people our age that think he's the best Spider-Man.
What?
Yeah.
He makes jokes.
I don't.
But he's too cool.
I know.
Yeah, he skateboards.
I may
Oh
or may
my
not
God.
have told.
Yeah, you have to
more
be
than
pretty
one
cool to
person.
skateboard.
My opinion is generally, like you like what you like. I don't want to belittle people's likes, but I will. But I generally think if you think he's the best Spider-Man, you do not understand Spider-Man.
Yeah, there's no Parker Luck with him.
There's no nothing. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
Complete
Yeah,
selfish, which is the
Yeah.
Peter Parker was selfish until Uncle Ben,
Yeah.
and then he's completely selfless.
Yes.
But in those movies, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is just selfish. He learns no lesson. He's a selfish prick the whole time.
He's still like, yeah. At the end of that movie, he goes behind the dead guy's back to date his daughter.
Doesn't even go to the funeral.
Yeah, you promised him that you wouldn't do that, and then you've just gone around and done it.
Well,
I mean, I didn't even watch the second one.
Oh, second one's even worse.
Yeah, no,
It's bad.
I hate the first one.
And
I'm
as
not
soon as I
watching the rest
heard
of this.
that, like, Tom Hardy's Venom was situated in that universe, I'm like, A, how's it not been mentioned? Or and B, shit. Because there's word of... Because the rumour I saw for the movies, which has to be a rumour, and please be a rumour, was Secret Wars. I'm like, well, hang on a minute. That involves everybody, so good luck doing that, Sony.
Well, they wouldn't be allowed to.
That's exactly right. A Spider-Verse, and then something else to do with Venom, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, they couldn't do Secret Wars.
That's
Marvel
what I
would
mean.
never
Like,
allow.
why-
Well, they would have no rights.
And
to.
that's what made me question it. And I thought, like, I'll mention it, but
Of course.
When-
I guarantee, like, after
He
the
would
last
definitely
one,
sign-
why
yeah.
would he not?
he'd be crazy not to.
And why would they not want to as well? To be honest, Sony, if they're prepared to make
And, yeah,
some trash that they're making,
and it goes both ways because he just got nominated for an Oscar and shit previously,
it makes-
like
why-
this year.
and it wasn't all his fault. I think he probably could have been good. They just gave him terrible stuff to work with.
The thing was, he wasn't too bad in this latest
Exactly.
one. That's what
Yes. So
hasn't helped us.
I have no
not wanting
problem
him
with
to
them
do another
moving
one.
forward with more of him, to be honest.
Yeah, well, it was a better movie maker making these movies.
Well, that's very true.
You know.
You have that though, you might get Toby.
Nah, totally not.
Toby Stewart.
No.
And-
you saw him, his back was bad.
And he just, he did it because it was something special, I
Yeah.
think, and he not.
He did have a grouch. didn't he?
You'd have to come with him with like an absolute mind-blowing script.
And
And
a couple of Brinks
possible.
trucks. And a couple of Brinks
It's
trucks.
possible though.
No, I don't see it.
Certainly, they don't really have got too many amazing ones yet. Well, speaking of which, Dylan,
Here we go.
Oh, yes.
spoilers.
Lay it on us.
Potentially.
Spoilers. So yeah, if you guys don't want any spoilers for the masterpiece, that will be Craven the Hunter.
The animal-friendly Craven the Hunter.
Yeah, Craven the
I think
activist.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Antifa Craven.
Yeah, so just skip ahead. We've got the timestamps down there for you. We don't know if this is legit. Obviously, this is just a
When
leak.
Dylan read it to me,
Never got the
it's
truth get in the way of a good yarn.
easily 50-50. Could be
Oh, shit.
fan
Serious-
fiction
yeah.
or 100% accurate.
All right.
Because it's Sony.
Yeah. Okay. So
Lay it on us.
I'm going to bring it up and I'm going to read to you this alleged plot leak for Craven. Okay. So,
I'm craving this.
okay. The character played by Russell Crowe in the film is Vladimir Kravinov. The original Craven the Hunter was now retired.
Obvious.
Okay.
That's the only thing it had to be.
He has a son, Sergei Kravinov, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson, who is a millionaire activist who is against the hunting of animals.
Oh god.
Sergei was trained as a child by Vladimir.
To do what?
Hunt.
When Sergei was still a child, Vladimir put his son through a rite of passage that gave him superhuman abilities.
What?
Okay.
Is that a thing in the comics?
Well, not
sort
there's
of.
a,
No,
it's like not a potion kind of thing,
Yeah,
but there's a
herbs
kind of
and-
herbs and jungle mix
Makes
He
him
needs-
stronger.
he
that
needs to,
makes
yeah.
him stronger, but not necessarily because that means Russell Crowe's got the superhuman powers too. Then, if let's get going.
Sergei wants to put an end to a criminal organization dedicated to poaching animals, led by a subject only known as the Chameleon. Sergei
What?
Well,
I know.
You know,
Keep going,
yes.
keep going, keep going.
Here we go. This is the good stuff.
yes.
Sergei locates the members of the aforementioned organization and confronts them at a warehouse owned by him. Like, I'm assuming
Owned
by
by
himself?
Sergei,
himself
maybe?
or Chameleon. I don't know.
That normally happens where it's like they
Doesn't,
find
yeah.
out that yes, they're using his own
It was
company
under
to
my
do dodgy
nose the
shit.
whole
Yeah.
time.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yes,
right. Yes. Tony Stark. Okay.
Yes, Zach Loris.
There, he finds a hunter outfit covered in animal skins.
Okay.
Sergei puts on this suit, and from now on,
It's magical. Yeah.
he will use it to honor the animals.
It's taking it back.
Now becoming the hunter of these unscrupulous hunters, so that they realize what it feels like to be prey instead of the hunters.
That's 100% legit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
100% legit.
Yeah.
Movie's gonna be a Morbius.
Okay.
It's gonna become a meme.
Because like the
They're
only
gonna
way
freaking
that
get Sony's gonna put
Hunter
it cinema
time.
again.
the only way the activist thing angle could work is if he just hunts like the most cunning animal of all, man.
I mean that's what the
That's
deal.
That's
is.
what they're kind of going for.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
recently
That's the only way it could work.
in Spider-Man, when they just had the battle of the spider teams to try and take down Spider-Man, and this whole Craven takedown in Central Park that got fenced off, and there was people pretending that they were in there, but they were just live action.
Yeah.
It was mental. And in that story, Craven and his son had a meeting where Craven's son came to him and said, I went through and found all your other sons, every other son you had throughout the world, and killed them all, and here's their like teeth and skull or whatever. I am the one son. I am your blood. I am the... It was brutal. Spencer did some amazing work for that. This is so much better.
Yes.
I don't know why
So
he
good.
wasn't an activist. Holy shit.
Okay,
So,
blah,
yeah,
blah,
they'll totally
blah.
agree it's plausible.
It's still there's more.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah, there's more, bro.
Dude, so I'm
Dude,
sorry.
I'm like halfway
Right,
through,
right,
man.
act
I'm
one.
sorry, I tarnished it with good storytelling. Shit.
Halfway through, bro. Blah, blah, blah. FBI
How
identifies
can I
him.
let this leak if it's real? Holy shit.
At one point, Sergei is helped by a woman named Calypso. Okay. Sergei then finds out she was hired by her father, Vladimir, in order to get Sergei away from her father's plans. Sergei confronts the leader of the organization, the famous Chameleon, and kills him. Calypso decides to help Sergei because she had fallen in love with him. This is written very well.
I mean, that's movie trope.
Yeah.
Yes, the real villain and shadowy leader of the criminal organization was Vladimir Kravinov, Sergei's father. What a surprise!
Dun, dun, dun.
Bum, bum, bum.
I mean, yeah. Look, even if that's not true, Rusty's gonna be the villain.
Yeah. He's gonna be the dad.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the hunter.
Yes.
Real Craven, for sure.
Sergei confronts his father and ends up killing him, and then he discovers that the chameleon was his brother. Post credits number 1.
Well, that's
It is.
the deal anyway. So.
Yeah. It is revealed that Dimitri, the chameleon, is not dead.
Of course not.
Post credits number 2.
Craven's Morbius's brother.
Sergei is now known as Craven. In brackets it says without the hunter. Close brackets.
Okay.
And learns over the radio of a major robbery in New York that left several injured. Caused, according to the press, by a vulture and a vampire. Craven decides to hunt them down. And that's the end.
Okay. If there wasn't the 2 post credits that's gonna happen, I would be like, all right, it's all legit. Well, how they get the 2 post credits that's gonna happen? Like,
Because this, if you write the script,
It'll be in the script, right? Yeah.
Peter's gonna
Daddy,
need help for his
no.
Sinister 6.
I was with it until the 2 post credit, but it I'm still. I'm not 100% now. I'm like 90%.
It sounds pretty plausible, right? Just the tropiness.
Oh man,
in
no,
the...
it's 100% gonna be that.
yeah.
The way Morbius turned out, it's 100% gonna be that.
How else can you make Craven
That
a
was
hero?
Just
Yeah,
It's the only way.
dog shit.
I've watched Morbius.
I'm not gonna watch Morbius. Jesus,
It's dude.
So they're going to call the movie Kraven the Hunter, but he's not technically
they're
Kraven
just
the
gonna
Hunter.
be Craven. It probably just Craven.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
In the Morbverse.
But like, it's his dad is dad.
Enter the Morbverse. That's great. I can't wait to watch that.
Look.
Never.
They should lean into this garbage and just
Put out more trash and more
yeah,
trash.
and just lean into the crap.
Oh, and become like Asylum. That's
Why
what they
not?
should do.
Just become a meme movies.
So they can make $83.
$83. That's
Yes.
a big success for them.
Coming soon to cinemas near you.
Okay. We got like one trailer this week. For
pretty
the,
Give us the whole title,
the entire title.
please.
Batman and Superman. Battle of the Super Sons.
It's a terrible title.
So it's a Super Sons movie, but they're calling it that.
It looks good though.
It looks cool.
Does.
I wasn't sure because I heard it was going to be 3D animation,
It's great.
but it looks awesome.
Yeah,
I like the look of
okay.
it.
It's the first time for a long time I've seen one of these DC trailers and gone, oh, I would legit want to watch
Yeah.
that.
I used to
Cast.
watch all of them too. They were really good.
I don't know who's voicing Damien, but John Kent is being voiced by, I think his name's Jack Dylan Grazer. He was in Shazam. He was Freddy, and he was in It, and he's cool. Yeah, he's good. I don't like Superman's voice. It's too deep.
It's a bit too deep. Oh,
The
well,
Battle of Deep Voices as we're watching the trailer earlier.
we were talking about it during the week. I think the problem is it makes him come across a little too unapproachable, and therefore also makes Batman sound a little too soft. Like, Batman should be the scary one,
Scary guy
and
one.
Superman should be like, you know, he's
Dominant, but still very.
You want a deep voice, very manly
Yeah.
voice, but unlike myself, but not
Yeah, like not
still friendly.
Travis Willingham, who voiced Kingpin in the Spider-Man game. Right, he's got a really deep, big
does.
guy voice.
Yeah.
But that's a pretty minor compliment. Otherwise, everything else looks really good and
Yeah.
fun.
Starro?
Yeah.
I'm down with that straight away. Starro.
I'm looking forward to that.
That was pretty cool.
I think it's like first proper appearance by John Kent, Superboy, in
anything
something,
really,
right?
really?
Yeah, he was. I think it was in Young Justice as like a baby or something. That's it.
count.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, Young Justice. Yeah. What about Damien as Robin?
Yeah, we've seen
Yeah.
him a few
Have we?
times.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff.
Okay,
yeah.
no, it's cool.
They make a Batman one every
Yeah.
second month.
Okay. Let's get on to the film flashback.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so Fomi's round, right? Fomi.
Yes, my
Fomi's
round.
challenge.
My challenge. Year you're born, haven't seen it.
Yes, and I chose From Dusk Till Dawn.
Thank you.
Great movie.
I'll thank myself.
Yes.
Well, since you hadn't seen it, Dylan.
What do you think?
It was great, but I wish I didn't know that there were goddamn vampires in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Spoilers.
It's
If you've never seen it,
it's in the description everywhere. Like it's like the
yeah.
first thing.
I mean, it is over 20.
Well, you've got to
years
do that
old.
these days, unfortunately.
Yes.
But as we spoke about back in the day when you didn't know, this
Yeah.
was one of those few movies that came out around that time that just blew your socks off. That
I didn't know when I first watched it.
I
I'm like,
didn't
what
either.
the hell
No
is
one
this?
did. Like Fight Club, Memento, not as much, but like those kind of movies that have that twist in it. And I don't mean like Shyamalan movies. I mean good twists. Holy shit! Yeah, you did. You know, and you probably afterwards you Dusk Till Dawn. I should have seen it
sorry,
coming,
yeah.
but you're not. And I also loved when you said you thought you saw Tarantino was involved, but you thought he just wrote it. Like, oh shit, he's in the bloody movie.
No, I assumed he directed it just
Yeah,
because he
that's
was in the
right.
movie.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's okay to assume he directed it, considering like
But that's what he does.
feet.
Because when we're watching it, Beck hadn't seen it either, and we're watching it, and like obviously in the back of her mind she knew vampires, right? And she's like we're watching like the early part,
Yeah.
and she's like, "This isn't what I thought it was gonna be." I'm like, "What did you think it was gonna be?" And she's like, "Vampires." I'm like,
Excellent.
Say no more.
Well, Dana's in the same boat. She'd never seen
Yep.
it, and she was really enjoying the first half. And then the vampires happened, and the phone came out. Like, oh, shit. I'm like, you're missing the good bit. You're missing the condoms full of holy water.
So good.
So
So
good.
good.
He's such a bad actor.
Yes.
That kid.
Yes.
Holy
Yes.
shit.
Oh, the people's like,
Dad, you
hang
can
on
pull
a
over and I
second.
can drive.
We have all these sticks and they're just making.
Oh, how good is this shotgun?
Oh, the
Ross?
best.
It's so
The
good.
shotgun with the baseball bat. So she finished it, but yeah, it's. There was one continuity thing though. When they first rock up to it, you can see cars and trucks driving around the back of it. It's like, well, hang on, but at the end of it, yeah.
So we don't see them coming back around. They're driving.
Down
Yeah.
Oh right.
to their doom. What is with Tarantino though? Writing himself to be a rapist. And his foot fetish.
Oh man, that was
Like,
the most.
he's not
blatant.
even directing this and he's still
Yeah.
getting his foot thing in.
Selma Hayek puts her feet in my mouth.
Yes.
And I drink from it.
Yeah.
It's like, alright.
So good.
Yeah, and even knowing about it, it was such a sudden,
Yes.
sharp turn as well.
Did you realise Cheech from Cheech and Chong had 3 roles in the movie?
I know who Cheech is.
Okay. So Cheech Martin from Cheech and Chong.
Okay.
When they are going through the border, he's the one that's looking at her on the toilet. He's the creeper
Oh, okay.
police officer. Then at the start, they got when they first get to
Oh.
the pussy good, and then at the end when the guy that
Oh,
George, that's
okay.
the same, that's the
Now
same
you
dude.
mention it,
Yes,
yeah.
it's the same guy.
Same guy.
And I love that it's just no.
Yeah.
No one's yeah. Well, there's
All Mexicans look alike, right? Like is that what the deal is?
it feels a little bit as a bit of a nod to taking the piss of that.
Yes.
War Machine. Sex Machine. I think definitely needs a shout out.
He's great.
As The man
Just
that
the
brought
door.
us so Tim Salvini, who is Sex Machine, he did all the makeup.
Yes.
Tom Salvini, sorry, my bad. Did all the makeup and everything for the early zombie films. So all those Ramiro films were his work. The Creep Show, all those.
Friday the
Yeah,
13th, part
the
1.
first one,
I
yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Part 4 or something random as well.
Yeah. And then you were saying yesterday when you mentioned about Greg Nicotero, who did Walking Dead and everything, who's like his protege, was actually in the film as well.
Yeah.
As
Like, he didn't have a line. I mean,
no,
he just,
but he just won the background.
yeah.
I love the delivery though. It's like, oh, I'm Kate. Nice to meet you. Sex Machine. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
so
yeah,
casual.
yeah.
It's not like a dramatic like sex machine.
And the big dude from Nam that's...
Yeah.
I love when he flips the table and puts the 4 chicks over
Yes.
on there.
Each one.
And then there's the bit where they're on the pool table and then he smacks on the pool table. The body disintegrates and the eyeballs roll into the 2 pockets,
Oh,
corner
yes.
pockets.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Great.
Beautiful.
I just love how cartoony it becomes the second half.
It's
It's
so
the best
crazy.
ways.
Yeah, it like turns into like a Sam Raimi movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
That's so
amazing.
Because but both halves are great.
Yeah.
I can see the combo not working for some people.
Yes.
I can because it's so
100%, yeah.
serious
Ooh.
and it goes.
So
Yeah.
crazy at the start.
What the
Like,
fuck?
you
Such
know,
a U-turn.
the
Yeah.
petrol station bit
Oh,
at the
it's so
start.
tense,
Oh, man, that bit was
He
great.
comes back and she's dead. He's like, "What's wrong with you?" And
Yeah. Oh, and just that, like the cut.
yeah, the cutaway.
flash-
yeah,
yeah.
You don't actually
right
see
up
it.
at the
and-
thing, and then straight through his hand. He's got the duct tape on his hand. Ah, yeah, and how fake the hand looks when he's looking at it. It's so good. Such a good
Got
movie.
the machete just out of prison.
I know. How young was
Yeah.
he? Yes. And the band, they just disappear. They just blow themselves up. I love when he's playing the bass guitar body
Yes,
thing. That's
yes.
excellent.
It's just so fun.
Yeah, it really is. It's just such a fun, crazy movie. How bad George Clooney's tattoo is, and it was all for that last shot where he took his jacket off and he had the sleeveless. So funny. So good.
Great movie.
Julian Lewis is excellent in it. Harvey
Yes,
Keitel.
Harvey Keitel's beard when he turns.
Harvey Keitel. Does he just remind you when he's talking of Arn Anderson? They speak exactly the
100%.
same.
Yes.
They speak exactly
Yes.
the same.
Because I was looking through the credits, and he's like, he has a vocal coach. I wonder if this accent is.
Yeah.
I mean, it is put on, but it's like, it's a deliberate choice.
Especially
Yeah.
like
Maybe it's not Arn Anderson, maybe it's someone else, but it's good that.
But
Yeah,
that's
George
true.
is.
And you can see it, like,
Yes.
especially that bit where he's talking to Trejo at the bar, talking about being a truck driver.
Yes.
That yeah,
No, yeah.
yeah,
The
100%.
whole time I'm like, it's just double A. It's just double A.
100%. Yep. Good job, Dylan.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right, Dill.
10 out of 10.
All right, yeah. Anything else to say about it? What do you want to
just give
score?
a rating, yeah.
Oh yeah, 8.5.
Yeah,
Eight and a half.
eight,
Eight and a half.
eight easy.
Really good.
Probably 9. I don't 9. I'll give it 9. I think Dusk will do it a 9.
I'm going 9.
Yeah.
Because it's just
Yep.
nothing
I
bad
can't-
to
I
say,
can't-
right?
No,
Twice 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
Selma Hayek. Like, if you want to see more Selma Hayek Desperado, I highly recommend.
Another
highly,
Robert,
highly recommend. Which one?
Robert Rodriguez.
Yes,
Yes.
Spy Kids.
I'll go 9.
but yes.
You just want to say Spy Kids?
Yes. No, he did Spy Kids.
Yes, it did.
I
That's
think
why I
they're
said-
remaking it.
What? Really? Oh, jeez. Nothing's sacred anymore.
Like, but it's like
It'd be sharp
jarring.
like lava
Not,
girl
not even
next.
jarring, just how good Robert Rodriguez is as a movie maker. I mean, these violent action movies and makes Spy Kids, which is just fun
Yeah.
family
Yeah.
films.
Loved the shit out of that when I was a kid.
I've never seen it.
Like the first one is really good.
Yeah, first one.
Oh, is it?
Because I watched it much later in
isn't it?
life.
Like, it's Banderas
Yeah, Banderas,
and who? It's Selma as well, isn't it?
Kelly
no.
Preston.
No, yeah, no. Oh. I can't remember.
Yeah. Anyway,
It was Kelly Preston.
Maybe.
maybe. I don't know. I've never seen it.
I did like her cameo in this as a news reporter.
Yes.
It's just very chipper. It's like, this death count is now.
Oh, the dead count!
Ding, ding.
Great movie. Great movie.
2 Highway Patrol. And
1 civilian. Oh,
you're up, Davy boy.
I am.
Your choice.
Goonies.
1985.
1985.
Have you never seen Goonies? My God.
I probably have, I just don't remember it.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
now I'm mixing it up with Stand By Me as well. So.
But yeah, and then when we mentioned a couple of things last week, I
It's
really
like,
don't think you have.
yeah.
Yes,
I
yeah,
don't
no,
think
100%.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've seen this
So, yeah,
like once when I was a kid, but I
Yeah.
don't remember anything about it.
Goonies rules.
it's excellent.
It's
Don't
on
haven't
Disney.
Seen it. I might even probably watch it tonight, to be honest.
It's
on
on
Disney.
I watched
Disney.
Dust to
On
Dawn
Disney?
like Monday night.
Yeah,
straight away.
Yeah, same. Monday.
Yeah.
It's on Disney, right?
It's on Disney.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Yes. All right, cool.
Genies is fantastic.
Oh, love that movie.
Cool.
Alrighty. We've got 2 episodes of TV to talk about.
Yes.
Let's kick it off with The Boys.
Wow.
Episode 7.
Second last episode.
Second last. Penultimate?
Yes.
Hey, I learned from him.
The show is phenomenal.
Like, I'm so happy that these have been our shows, but how much they've packed into... Like, Herogasm was big, but I think this last episode was actually bigger. Like, the amount of moments and the amount of big turns that this episode had.
The story points that you hit.
Yes.
So good.
Very, very much so. Like, and there were also small scenes that weren't throwaway, but had so much that you kind of forgot about in the... Like, you talk about how much happened near the end of the episode. It's like, holy shit, what about the A-Train scene at the start? And let's start there. He now has... so spoilers for everything, as you know, as usual, but he now has Blue Hawk's heart.
Because when he was alive, I was disappointed.
Yes.
I thought the story was perfect
Yes.
arc. His
Yes.
redemption
Yes.
finally and whatever. But then when the Blue Hawk heart thing, okay, they can make it
Okay,
work.
yeah,
Ashley was talking as straight as possible. I'm like,
Ah,
oh, just so
I was like,
cringy.
I thought I have 100% come around on your...
Oh,
She's the worst person on the show.
And the next level of that is the
awful
fact that she's the
person.
worst person on the show and she's just human is just
Yes.
so poignant and so perfect.
She's made all these choices for greed, basically.
Yeah, 100%.
Homelander was destroyed.
Oh, well,
You know,
I-
it's just a poor kid that they
I was
messed
like,
up.
she's doing stuff out of fear. I can, I wasn't with your thinking then, because I think she was just scared of Homelander. She's doing these things just to not be killed by Homelander. But this stuff, I'm like, no, she's just an
she's
awful
just
person.
scumbag.
Just scumbag.
Yeah,
Scum.
yeah.
So
So,
good.
Can't wait for her to cop hers because she's gonna get it good, right?
You got,
okay, so that was our starting point. Then we could jump around a little bit.
You're most, with the compound, the temp compound V and the,
Yeah.
Well, yes,
its consequences.
we saw Maeve.
yes,
That was a big thing, and that was
Yes.
a massive scene again because him essentially just saying, "I'm keeping you alive because I'm going to harvest your eggs."
Yes.
Because
He's-
I'm going
just-
to make a baby with you one way or another.
Yes.
Holy shit! Like, again, just another little throwaway scene. Like,
But you know, I love how he's like, I'm not going to force myself. On
No,
you. Like,
that-
I'm not an animal.
Yeah.
oh,
Just
man.
such a horrible person. Like, he's scum.
Yeah.
And then the mind dude, what's his name?
Deep Mindstorm?
Mindstorm.
Mindstorm?
No.
Yeah, I think it's
Well,
Mindstorm.
Mindstorm, yeah. So that whole thing with Butcher, that was dark as shit.
This is,
with Lenny. And then snaps out of that and just continues being a complete piece of shit
Oh, bro.
after the phone call.
Yes.
And then let's get some more,
Yes.
boys. 3 to 5, like.
I just don't like disappointing.
I know, right? You're like, come on.
I did think there was a little bit of, but maybe he's seen how piece of shit Huey's turned into. Is like, stuff it. I'll just take him down with me, and we both.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think that's it.
No. Okay.
He's
He's just a piece of
He's
shit.
another tool. I got to use him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Can we go back to Homelander and his cow scene?
I loved it.
Did you? I thought he might have sucked on
Me
the
too,
teeth.
me too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
I
I
was like, he's gonna go
And when
for
he was
it.
just so there gentle,
Yeah.
that was really good scene because she's juicing her daughter up as well. We
Yeah.
saw that a couple of episodes ago. So, there was some
Oh, and then
the information she gave him where that came through at the end. We'll get to that.
Stepdaddy taking the girl.
So yes,
Yeah.
that's what I want to get to. That part of the episode really
rally.
had some amazing social commentary because Mother's Milk coming in looking like the crazy man, but he's actually the one talking the legitimacy
Sense too, right?
and the
Like-
sense, but then everything he's talking is against everything big media. Like, I think the guys on Reddit that were having the shit the other week don't even know what to do now because it's gone so...
That was my favorite because all when
It
like,
was-
this Homelander's gonna have his redemption arc or something. He's gonna
Yes.
team up with the Homeland Butcher to fight the real enemies. Like, no, he's not.
He's the
irredeemable.
villain.
He's the villain. You guys are villains because you think like him. You know.
I just don't understand how anybody can think he's the
Mate.
hero of the piece, like at all.
You've seen.
Ever.
Just that she was sprouting, the
Yes.
stepdad was sprouting. Like,
Oh, it's
someone
just-
needs to be a father figure. Oh man!
Oh yeah, like punch him out. 100%.
Oh,
Kimoko ship's really cool. She's such a
Yes.
cool character.
Yes.
I don't know how she's fleshed out in the book, but she's so
not as much.
Didn't think so.
She just badass.
Yeah.
She just Terminator. She's
yeah,
great in the book for that. But
Yeah.
definitely. But in this, the heart they've given her and
Yes.
the depth they've given to her storyline was really cool. And that whole thing of Annie going to get the serum.
For
'Cause, like I thought that was a bit. That was one of those times where you're like, come on, like, how does she get in there? After what had just happened the episode before, she does not get in there.
And like,
I can understand.
Yeah.
No, I can understand her getting in, but
no,
I just
but
thought
see,
the whole
the
filming
Homelander
thing
comes
was
out and
a
is
bit-
like, all right,
No.
That's what
you'll
I
go
thought.
there, you'll recant, blah blah blah, because he
I-
thinks he can control her.
No, but just
Yeah.
Anyway,
if
I
she
thought that was a
if
stretch.
she had like, I think in the comics she can fly.
yes.
If she could fly and she, you
Yeah.
know, somehow snuck in, okay.
if they showed
Yeah.
us, if they showed us her sneaking, in, probably would have been a little bit more plausible. I got no
The
arguments
show
there.
is well written,
Oh,
well
it's-
paced.
Yes.
Like you've
How many
brought
bits have we
everything to
spoken
a
about?
head,
Yeah.
and you've got one more issue for this season.
Yeah.
Episode for this season, whatever.
Feels like a
And we haven't even got to everything.
No,
Deep.
Oh,
Deep.
scum.
deep. Okay,
Because I was, I said last week,
she's
she's a manipulator, but like
Yes.
A-Train redeemable.
Yes.
not
Sort of.
anymore. Oh,
Yeah.
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 Deep is just scum. It's funny.
Because he's that like. Because for sure, the boys
The
are all gonna have to
personality.
come back together, including Starlight, Maeve, and A Train. Deep, I can't see. Like it's gonna be Homelander versus the rest.
Yes.
But the Deep, you can't. Like how?
Okay, so
How?
we haven't even spoken about Black Noir yet.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I was waiting for that.
Oh, okay. So Black Noir and his animated friends in the Chuck E. Cheese ripoff was just it gave me memories of that South Park with the Christmas critters.
Yes.
Not as violent as the South Park Christmas. Oh well, hang on, bits and pieces. But yeah, the react.
Just how broken Black Noir is,
Shit.
and
Yeah.
how much of a scumbag.
The reenactments of the
Soldier
of what
Boy
Soldier
is.
Boy was doing and why they ended up sending him essentially to Russia and why Black Noir did what he did. Wow, that was some dark shit. That was a powerful hour of television, man.
This
I
is
thought
dark
Herogasm
shit
was
so
full
so
on.
bright and colourfully.
Exactly right.
Yes. I pissed myself laughing though when he. I could have been Axel Foley. What?
You're not funny.
Yes.
Jason Ackles is killing it. as
Oh
Soldier
my
Boy.
god, he's amazing. Like, admittedly, you know what you've got to go against.
Yes.
Right? If
yeah,
you're going to be
yeah.
going against Homelander, you know that's you got to bring your A game, and he is.
And the Paul Reiser scene where
Ah.
he'd never seen any, he didn't get it D-Day 2 weeks after to get the
Yes,
photo
yes,
off.
yes.
And then when Huey calls him on it, he punches him in the face.
Slaps him. Yeah, punch him. He just slaps him.
Oh,
oh,
that was a punch, wasn't it?
No, he slaps him.
my favorite line in that episode says Soldier Boy's like, "I'm not shell shocked. Fuck you."
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
great. His delivery made that.
Yeah.
Because it's yeah.
Well, I like that he even knew what he you
Yeah.
know, that he knew what he was talking about
Yes,
with
yes.
PTSD.
Yeah.
and
Because
whatever,
at
like,
the time,
ah,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was called.
because he knows
Yeah.
he is
Yes,
messed
yes.
up.
Yeah. Well, the pop song.
Which is the? What'd you say? Who's it?
Oh yeah, that stuff where he's all paranoid. That was
Yes.
great.
It's just such a good show.
Yes.
And now we did a lot of spoilers. I want to sort of do a spoiler of the last hook.
No, yeah, maybe keep
That
for
last
people,
hook was like,
just in case.
ooh, what is going to happen there now?
This is a big one.
Yeah, okay. We're going to hold that back after
Yeah, like we
everything
talked about
I know,
everything
but it
else.
is- but that's-
We talked about everything else. We warn people. Why not?
Yeah, sure.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Maeve's all good.
yeah, so yeah, they're implying
So yeah, the information between the
is
cow
that
scene.
Soldier Boy is Homelander's father. That he gave a sample, and they made Homelander, and they got rid of Soldier Boy.
They didn't need him.
Yes.
Well, they weren't going to need him
Yes.
for much longer.
So that was that sort of was a hook that
Yeah, that
ended
was
the
interesting too. The
episode.
vault was down on the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and like,
Make it happen.
yeah, that's all Homelander wants is to be loved.
And
It's
so,
exactly what he
and
needs.
it's kind of
I
what.
would have given it to you. I would have
Yeah.
given it to
Yeah,
you.
like Soldier Boy wanted that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That
So
was...
every season, Homelander gets pushed more and more towards the edge, but there's always something that brings
Yes.
him back, right? In this,
Yes.
they're gonna team up when they're gonna be buddy,
Yeah.
or what's going
Just
on?
destroy the world together.
Yeah.
And that'll be the Voight spin. They'll be
Yeah.
together on the
Yeah.
the shows. Blah blah blah. These bad people have made him do bad stuff. But
And what
still, one more season.
what's going to happen when
just can't
Homelander tells Soldier Boy that they've stolen my son
Yes.
and he's hidden somewhere?
Yeah.
Soldier Boy's like,
Yeah.
"Like
Get him.
that."
Yeah. My grandson.
Yeah.
We're gonna make him a man.
See,
But still, one more. I can't say I can go past one more.
see, with that Hawk, I'm like, they can probably push it out to one more
You
season.
reckon?
And that's it, though.
Ah, one more max. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it,
but
though.
see, with that Hook, all right.
Yeah.
If they didn't do that, I'm like, how can you do more than another season?
I totally agree. Especially with one more to go.
I do hope it's one more season.
Yeah. Four and done.
Catch up to me.
Yeah.
I don't want it to overstay.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I want them to tell a good story,
But with like the spin-offs they're doing, they're
paced well.
I just think it's gonna make both sides of the battle seem ineffectual.
It's going to turn into what it's making fun of,
Yes.
right? It's going to turn into, oh, Joker's locked up again. He's breaking out. It's going to turn into that.
That's true.
Because how can one not take the other out
Yeah.
eventually? Why are you toying with them?
Exactly. Especially when it is taking the piss out of all that
Yeah.
stuff.
I can see the gas coming into effect.
Oh yeah.
The pop song trigger coming into effect.
Oh yeah.
Sort of killing that team up.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. We'll see
Can't-
what happens.
Can't wait.
That Soldier Boy's just gonna tell him he's a pussy. If he'd be a real man if you had him actually, and he's just gonna snap and just
Murder.
murder his dad.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'd just like he'd be freaking out, crying, or
That's not
getting
fun.
some milk
Yeah.
fetish going on. And she's like, what's going on here? But where do you think the Nadia chick goes? Is she gonna team up with the boys to take him out? Because she seems.
It'll have to happen, and then they'll take her out.
Yeah.
What did she give him?
That
'Cause it was-
information.
No,
Oh, no.
wasn't it like
sorry,
an
that was the other way
address or
around.
something?
Sorry, that was the other way around. Maybe
Does it look like it
where
was
the
an
kid is.
address or something?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
the kid is.
Yeah, that's where I assume where the kid is.
Okay.
What else could she have that he would?
Mm.
But yes. Fantastic show. Can't wait for the finale this week.
Oh, I'm gonna be sad that it's over. But
So when are the spin-offs coming out?
Oh, I'm not sure. No date, I don't think.
Right. So are you gonna do that between seasons or just stretch the
I would
freaking
imagine
show out
between.
some? That's
Makes
gonna.
sense between.
Because
drag it
the
out
season
so
4 only
much.
just officially got, I think, greenlit just a couple of weeks back, where
Yeah.
the spin-off was announced.
So we're gonna wait a while for the next season then, if it just got greenlit, unless they're already filming and pushing it. But
Oh, and it's the type of thing also, because it's only 8 episodes. I'm not sure if it's going to be like scheduling all the actors. It's not like a proper season sort of thing where they're on.
it's like 8 full 1 hour episodes.
Yeah.
Sometimes even a bit longer.
Oh, it's the best.
Anyway, good
Best
job.
show TV going. Easy. Easy. It just gets better and better.
all right. How about Miss Marvel?
Miss Marvel this week, I thought it was a very good episode.
I liked it a lot.
I've heard some pushback that it was not a good episode, and I didn't
What was the
understand.
pushback though?
I don't know.
Oh, weird.
That's what the internet says, so
Yeah,
they
I
just
know
say the
issue
same
with
thing.
Um,
It was enjoyable.
it was all in Pakistan,
yeah.
in Karachi, where they go and visit her grandmother, and it was really good. Like you see the actual Red
Yeah.
Daggers, that organization, they were cool.
There was actually a cool bike chase scene, unlike Boba Fett.
That was a great scene.
Yeah.
That was excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the fight scenes were good.
Yeah.
The Waleed, I think his name was the
The
guy.
head of the Red Daggers.
Yeah,
he was good.
He was really good. I've seen him in a couple other things before, and I thought
The show's fine. Like,
Yeah.
it's not amazing.
it's just
It's like a
inoffensive
good first
unless
season.
you're a
Yeah.
to
crazy-
build up this character.
I mean,
crazy born again in America.
the villains are a bit...
Passe.
Yeah, you know,
Yes.
that's about all.
Just
That's
a tack
about it.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta have a villain for something.
Yes,
we'll just
that's
we'll,
right,
we'll do this.
you know?
But
My only other complaint, when it starts off, I'm like, how does she convince her mum to
Yeah.
go to Pakistan?
I reckon
Just because
she,
the grandma...
no, the grandma would have spoke to mum. I
Yeah.
reckon. Then there's like, you need to come home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon.
But like it just seems
Seems a
like
bit stretchy.
they didn't
Oh,
have
I'm
a good
dying.
relationship.
Yes.
So I don't know. Maybe she's like
I'm dying.
I don't
Yeah,
think it was
I reckon
that.
it was that. I reckon.
Well, not dying, but
Well, like-
you could be implying those sort of things.
Yeah.
Dying to see.
I think it was maybe more of like
He's-
okay, maybe if she
maybe
goes
she-
to Pakistan, she'll even out and because sort her out.
Dead serious
Maybe.
about you coming to Pakistan.
Or she knows. Yeah, because she knows more than.
Oh,
no,
she's
she
like-
100%.
So maybe she's like,
the
it's too
rebel.
late. We got to go and get it
Maybe.
sorted.
We'll
Yes.
see. We'll for it.
She's got the other bangle.
Yeah.
I don't
For
know
sure,
because
bro.
you never see them
She
finding
said-
the other one.
She said she's got it. In this first episode, I'm pretty sure she said she has it.
Yes, it says something about it,
Yeah.
right?
I'm pretty sure.
Because they never found the second one. They only found the first one.
Yeah.
No,
Like
no,
the
no,
bad
no, no.
guys in
Yeah.
the flashback, yes.
Yeah, they never.
The
That's
other
right.
ladies pocketed it, and we never see it. But you'll
Aisha.
see it this
Yeah.
coming episode.
You reckon the great grandmother got both? She never said both.
No, like
No.
she ran off with one, and then the other person's just pocketed the other.
Yeah, one of the other dudes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Something.
Maybe we'll
Yes,
see.
yes. But the girl is great.
She is excellent.
The mum is great.
Mm-hmm.
No dad this week. That was disappointing.
Yeah. Like what? He come, but whatever.
Yeah. He's got to look after the dead sheep brother.
Yeah. And they're pushing the mother-daughter shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
like,
is
that's-
fine.
yeah.
And the grandmother-daughter
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
So which
It's
is...
great.
And they're pushing a bit of the history of Pakistan and stuff as well.
Yeah,
which I
the-
thought was interesting.
And the ending was great.
Yeah.
How she ends up
Back
Yes.
in
the
the days,
and last freaking train out of
Yeah.
India into
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
It was great.
Petition.
No, I think it's-
Yeah, it's fun. Oh, yeah, I don't want to say fun during that bit, but it was.
And it's good to see someone not making a modern Pakistan showing.
yes.
Instead
Yes.
of other shows you see.
For sure.
Yeah, And I did like. I don't know why I like this, but when she's eating the Chinese food,
Yes,
it's
yes.
like with the Americans just ruin Chinese food too.
That was good. It was it this color,
'Cause it's supposed to be.
and I feel it pain with spice. So
yeah.
and it's I actually watching it going like this is great to get young girls
100%.
and stuff into Marvel shit. Like
This would be amazing, right?
easy. Like I
Well,
was,
that's the story of her when she was.
my mate Victor,
Yes.
like
Flying comics.
his daughter, like man, she should be watching this.
Yeah.
Like this is a good show for young teens.
This is what they should have done with their Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Their Spider-Man should have been way more like this.
I read somewhere that
Way more.
It's good to be.
there won't be no Captain Marvel in this. She couldn't make a
Sure.
cameo.
Well, I think that's probably
I'm not-
good. It needs to
Good.
stand on
She
itself.
needs, she needs. That's
Don't
there's going to
need
be a
that.
movie, so that's fine.
Yeah.
That's kind of a problem with MCU these days, right?
Yes.
Too much of that.
Yes.
Let it stand on its own feet.
That's been one of the best
first.
things about like this and Moon Knight and Hawkeye. The last couple of shows compared to the movies,
They didn't need.
they're in the
Thor to
same
fly in
universe,
and-
but
yeah,
they're separate.
and there's a few nods, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what it
But not
used to be
gross
like.
nods.
How it used to be.
not Star Wars.
How much of a
gross.
fangirl she is for Captain Marvel? It'd been like a post credit after the last episode. You see her, just like sort of no lines or anything, just coming to meet her or something,
Yeah.
Like Shazam.
Yeah.
that would be a great
something like that.
No, no head though.
Yes.
I mean, no, I'm enjoying the show.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
I might catch up. I'm thinking about it.
You should, man.
Yeah,
Well, why'd you stop?
it's inoffensive.
I don't know where to stop.
Well,
Yeah.
admittedly, Dave forgot it was on this week. Wednesday night, I totally forgot it was
Oh,
on.
I didn't watch till
it's
Friday.
not that.
Yeah.
You're not that. And, but
Actually,
that,
yesterday.
I think that's one because, and also why I like it probably more. Not as invested in the character.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
Moon Knight. Miss Marvel, I don't care. Like in a good way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because my mind was like, Obi-Wan, Miss Marvel, but then Obi-Wan's finished. It's like, I didn't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freedom.
Yeah. I was like, freedom! What
Yeah,
can I do?
yeah, no,
I
it's
swear
like-
there was something.
Now that Obi-Wan's gone, I'm like, I feel better. I feel better in general.
Let's go back and start Halo. It will make you feel.
Yeah.
I reckon you should watch him.
Yeah, I probably will. Because like I said before, it's like it's got that Power Rangers camp that I like about it.
One thing I didn't like, how they escaped the DoD so fast.
Yes.
Damage control,
Yes.
just like
What, not again? In this episode or previous
Yes.
episode?
well, they got caught last episode. The clandestines got caught by the damage control,
How they got
Oh, yeah.
away.
and then taking them into the prison to put them away. They just got out,
It was
Ah!
walked out the back door.
It was like that scene in Idiocracy when he's like, "No,
I'm not supposed to be.
I'm not supposed to be
yeah.
here." But then there's just a tunnel, and that's the exit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
It just seems like they just walked out the back door.
Yes.
I didn't like. They just okay.
Yeah.
But whatever. You get 6 episodes. You get a.
And
Hurry
then they
along.
just rock up exactly where.
I guess
Oh
they-
no,
yeah,
and bloody quickly too.
yeah. Nah, it's a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, you can probably feel the gnaw
not
that
so-
she's got.
Jail,
sure.
jail to Karachi
But-
flights.
Yeah. Man, they've been around for a while. You can maybe say they've got a jet or whatever, but it's stupid.
Yes.
I didn't like that. But whatever. It moves the
They're
story
the weakest
along.
part
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
show.
Besides that, yeah.
There's-
The girl's
yeah,
good.
Yeah. She's really good.
Yeah.
Big fan of her.
Alrighty, I think
Okay.
that wraps us up for this week.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for joining us. Like, comment, subscribe,
yeah.
give us a rate.
Tell a friend. Yeah, give us a rating. That'd be nice.
Yes.
Only if it's a good one.
Yes.
Danger on
stars.
Fridays.
Yes. For a couple more weeks.
Well, we've got some.
I have to dig
We'll
out
have to- we'll have
the
to-
other ones.
Yeah.
Do some new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get to do
Maybe
turtles.
some heroes in a half shell.
Turtle?
Power Rangers.
No, no Zoids.
Tortured this last night.
That's fun.
Alright, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye bye.